greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for great. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Here I go now. Blast off, about to leave the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gone. But don't blink, you might miss it. No time to launch. Higher, 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 higher. Kicking and smoking, spitting fire. Do what you will, call me a liar. Don't believe me, look in my eye. Better suit up for a showdown. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Here I go, up to the top. I'll be the greatest of all time, full stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gone. It's a knockout, you ain't getting up from. Faster, stronger, all lasts longer. This is no joke, I came to conquer. Blind ambition, fame is my monster. World's a stage and this is my concert. When I rise up, gonna fall down. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. I'm going for greatness. Greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Here I go, here I go, here I go now. Blast off, about to leave the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gone. But don't blink, you might miss it. Mode set to launch. Higher, 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 higher. Kicking and smoking, spitting fire. Say what you will, call me a liar. Don't believe me, look in my eye. That suit up for a showdown. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. Here I go, up to the top. I'll be the greatest of all time, full stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gone. It's a knockout, you ain't getting up from. Faster, stronger, all lasts longer. This is no joke, I came to conquer. Blind ambition, fame is my monster. World's a stage and this is my concert. Gonna rise up, gonna fall down. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Here I go, here I go, here I go now. Blast off, about to leave the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gone. But don't blink, you might miss it. Mode set to launch. Higher, 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 higher. Kicking and smoking, spitting fire. Say what you will, call me a liar. Don't believe me, look in my eye. That suit up for a showdown. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, time, full stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gone. It's a knockout, you ain't getting up from. Faster, stronger, all lasts longer. This is no joke, I came to conquer. Blind ambition, fame is my monster. World's a stage and this is my concert. Gonna rise up, gonna fall down. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Here I go, here I go, here I go now. Blast off, about to leave the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gone. But don't blink, you might miss it. Mode set to launch. Higher, 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 higher. Kicking and smoking, spitting fire. Say what you will, call me a liar. Don't believe me, look in my eye. That suit up for a showdown. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. Here I go, up to the top. I'll be the greatest of all time, full stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gone. It's a knockout, you ain't getting up from. Faster, stronger, all lasts longer. This is no joke, I came to conquer. Blind ambition, fame is my monster. World's a stage and this is my concert. Gonna rise up, gonna fall down. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. Going for greatness. Here I go, here I go, here I go now. Blast off, about to leave the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm gone. But don't blink, you might miss it. No time to launch. Higher, 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 higher. Kicking and smoking, spitting fire. Say what you will, call me a liar. Don't believe me, look in my eye. Let's suit up for a showdown. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. I'm going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. Here I go, up to the top. I'll be the greatest of all time, full stop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're gone. It's a knockout, you ain't getting up from. Faster, stronger, all lasts longer. This is no joke, I came to conquer. Blind ambition, fame is my monster. World's a stage and this is my concert. Gonna rise up, gonna fall down. Give me that kingdom, hand me my crown. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. This is my time, I've waited long enough. I'm taking my moment, don't matter how it was. No regrets, no matter how hard it gets. I'm going for greatness. I'm going for greatness. Yeah, yeah, for greatness. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, baby, believe me. G-O-A-T, greatest of all time, all time.
It's 8:30 once again, and the the Talking Madness crew are back here on YouTube Live. I'm your host, Nathan Lewis, joined by my co-host, Lee Simmons.
Hello.
Al Richardson. And Aaron. No one wants to say hello tonight again.
Hello.
Hello.
Guys.
Cheers,
Sorry,
lads. Thanks for being with me. Appreciate it.
Just laughing at Lee with his the dogs right in front of me, looking over his dog. It's quite funny.
I've literally tried to move him like 5 times. He ain't moving at all. So it looks like this is us tonight then, lads.
Well, I mean, it's a good job tonight because I've got good internet tonight.
Oh, mate.
Round of applause, everyone.
How many times have we heard this?
Not going to lag tonight. Not going to lag tonight.
That's good for you. Might take part today.
So it was nice to listen to you last week, to be honest with you, mate.
It was a I think you did quite a good job last week, Lee, though, taking over and finishing the sentences. I weren't there. Was I not there? Cheers, Dale. You just do the YouTube, Aaron, as always, mate.
Oh, Aaron once again getting recognition for his hard work.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like
I'm not quite sure if you managed to finish any of your sentences. It was just me and Lee, but I could be wrong, Aaron, mate. I apologise, man. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it, Dale. You know, I understand. I'll just sit in the corner.
So obviously, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're live on YouTube, and we've got one hell of a guest tonight. He is part of the CPW Hall of Fame. He has won Fan of the Year, I believe, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Am I right, Dale?
If you say so, if you say so, Nick, mate.
Thanks for backing me up there, Dale.
If you say so.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's been one of the longest running fans in CPW, if not the longest running fan in CPW. Oh no, he is not in the Hall of Fame yet, Lowell.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
I was waiting for you to wake up on that one, but I'm letting you carry on making as many errors as normal, mate.
He's a Hall of Fame. Let's put it this way: he's a Hall of Fame worthy fan. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen,
he's future Hall of Famer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the one and only Wes Handley. Are we excited for Wes then, guys? Who knows what he does?
Yeah. Yes, I'm excited for the future Hall of Famer, Wes Handley. Definitely, he's like you said, he's one of the he's one of the first ever fans, one of the main fans. They had. He's a mainstay. You're always guaranteed to see Wes there at a show. He saw us all start. It'd be great to hear his opinions on where we've all gone, where the company's gone, where it's going in the future.
Yeah, you mean Wes? Obviously also head of female talent relations as well. So he's helped us with bringing in our female talent that we brought into the shows. Yes, we can't remember that. And all different. Like you say, things he's been in, but not the Hall of Fame.
Not the Hall of Fame now, thank you. Appreciate it, mate. Could have stopped me when I said it straight away, but no.
Well, I just like to see you, just fail miserably.
Aaron, are you? Yeah. I don't think Aaron's as excited as everyone else because obviously he's family. So I don't know if Aaron's as excited.
No, I don't like Wes. I don't like him. I mean, end of the day, I've got to see him at parties and funerals and weddings. So why would I want to sit for the next so many hours talking to him? You
might learn some stuff about him that you don't already know.
Yeah.
What? Like what?
That he thinks
he's
you're
tight. I know that.
I don't know.
That's fine. I know that one already. What else do I need to know about him? Have you got kids? I know that one. When did he go bold?
Don't start answering all his fucking questions for him before he gets on.
Don't answer the question. We're gonna have no questions.
Yeah, before he arrives, give him a chance.
Does he have a booster seat in the car? Yes.
Yeah, but that's why he gets early.
That's why him and Lee.
Do you know what?
Why him and Lee are such good friends. They share booster seats.
I do like Wes. I've got a lot of time for Wes. Wes is very knowledgeable when it comes to wrestling and to CPW, and it's down to Wes that I came to CPW. So I do like Wes.
So wait, we've got him to blame for you. In that case, now, Wes.
Yeah.
That's good idea. So that whole kebab incident is Wes's fault.
Well, yeah, you can't blame me. If it wasn't for Wes, then you start wrestling, then I would never have stole your kebab. So it's not my fault, it's his fault. Wes,
no, because
guys, we should stop blaming off.
You probably end up stealing my cash or my phone or something.
If we continue blaming our guest about stuff, we're not going to get a guest on tonight, and then we're just going to like a bunch of idiots sat here. Not only
just blaming on everything.
Only do we have Wes joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, it's now tradition every week. It's now tradition every week. We will be joined at 10:30 by the one, the only Kat Von Cage, who will once again be present. We'll be singing for us once again. I was going to try and use a really clever word, and I just couldn't get it out. I tried to be clever, and I couldn't get it out.
Don't do it, mate.
Use clever words, mate.
Well, that's.
I think
you beat me to that one, Aaron. To be honest,
Mr. Richards was speaking to me the other night. These new tablets of mine, I don't think they're doing me any good. I swear, at some point in the night, the other day when I was with Mr. Richards the other day, I swear at points he was asking me questions and there was just nothing, no reaction. It's like I wasn't even in the same room.
Ecstasy, though, Nathan. Like those sort of tablets.
That's not what it is. I'm not.
Mate, no. Can I just stop everyone there? We will give him a bit of respect. I mean, these new hormone tablets, they're quite strong tablets.
New hormone tablets.
I mean, he's hoping within a few weeks he's gonna have boobs.
Oh, is that what it is?
What do you mean, gotta have boobs? What do you mean gotta
No,
have?
that's
I've already got a set of double Ds because I know that for a fact because Wes been liking your pictures. I'm joking.
your fans only page.
Right, yeah. Yeah, right, definitely.
Fucking hell.
Wow. Right, dear.
Anyway,
me.
obviously, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Wes tonight. He is our guest tonight. So,
I guess in Cat Funk Cage singing us out.
and Dal just cut me off halfway through my sentence.
Well, I might as well because you don't seem to be able to complete it. So I might just
I was actually just gonna ask the beautiful Galaxy watching us to make sure they get their questions in for Wes, but you cut me off before I said the question.
Well, they will do that anyway, so they don't necessarily need you the talent to do it, but they'll do it anyway, mate.
Oh,
All right,
Also,
lads.
Dal's breaking traditions here, boys and girls. Breaking traditions here.
can we just take a moment, Nathan, to I want to bring something new to the table in the Galaxy. It's now called Lamb Chop Watch. So every week we want Dale to do a side view of his sideburns to see how they're getting on, because
have a
we
look.
feel that Dale is bringing out the inner honky tonk man in himself, and we want him to stay, but Dale don't. So Dale, can you just give us a lamb chop watch and just move to the side so we
So
can
Lamb
see, please?
Chop, it's not the sub on BBC Two, with Lamb Watch, but this is Lamb Chop. Yes.
Lamb chop watch.
Next week he's gonna bring the mint sauce as well.
That's it. I'm gonna throw it on the side of his face. A couple of spuds. Come on, Dale.
Me.
Show us some lamb chops. Look at
beauty.
them bad boys.
Beautiful lamb chops and some nice meat sauce.
Like
Ladies
I
and gentlemen,
said,
you've been watching Lamb Chop Watch.
enjoy it while they last because they won't be here for much longer. Hopefully.
Not fair. Come on, Dale. They look good on you, mate.
They really don't, mate.
Aaron,
You can have some if you like.
who's joined us on YouTube tonight? Who's watching? Who we got with us? Remember, if
Yeah,
you
let's have a look. Should we go through it?
Yeah,
So
please.
we've got Shannon the Cannon. She's online.
Yes, Shannon.
How do?
We've got my main man, Ride Dog.
Yes, right, dog.
What are you
Well,
doing, Nathan?
obviously, because Cat Von
Dancing.
Cage is coming online, we know who's going to be there. Is Jim, her
Yes.
number one fan.
Yes,
Jim.
Jim.
No,
Copro-
Jim comes for us.
Copro
He stays for
Wrestling.
Cap. Jim
Huh?
comes for us. He comes for us, but he stays for Cap.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got this guy. I've got some weird guy online called Nathan Lewis. Don't know who that is.
He's an idiot, mate.
Don't know who that is. You got to block him.
Absolute clown, mate. He's an absolute clown.
Mate, what a ginger nut.
He looks like Dr. Robotnik.
I think you should block
Yeah,
him.
Dr. Robotnik ate too many chicken wings.
Mate, thinks he looks like Freddie Mercury, but it's more like Fred West.
Oh, dear me.
Right. We've also got Carrie. Carrie's online.
Yes,
Harry.
Harry.
Little Shorty is online.
Yes, Shorty. Champ.
Miniature keyboard.
We've got a little computer like that.
Little short, isn't it? Everything's got to be little, isn't it?
Don't know where to do the noise there. And then my little fingers moving, but it sounds weird. We've got Justin Del Rio, aka Nerd of Wrestling, is online
Yes, mate.
from across the pond. Richard Warwood is online,
Richard.
and Stuart the Hot Shot is online with us as well.
Hot shot himself.
Get a cool pack.
There you
And
go.
also Dale, your best mate, Dom DeWinger.
Hey.
Mr. De Winter
Johnny
himself.
De
Yes,
Winter's
I'm sure he's got a few things to stay for himself.
He'll have some
He always
questions
does.
for Wes, I'm sure.
Hi,
Yeah,
Dom.
well.
Love you, Dom. Hi, Dom.
I wonder if our esteemed general manager, Alex Connors, will be joining us.
Oh, and
Well,
also,
she-
sorry, can I just stop there? Just say hello, Rachel Warwood as well. She's just popped up and says, forget about Richard, just worry about her being online. So,
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Okay, all right, Rachel. But
There
yes,
we go.
I see general manager had a few things to say earlier on. So I hope
Hey,
he might turn up.
Dale, you want to see
Got
what
a
it says
loud
about you
mouth.
behind your back?
Wow. I don't really want to see a lot of things he says to my face. Now, more behind my back, to be perfectly honest.
Mate, worse. He don't call them lamb chops, mate. He calls them. I don't want to say what he calls them, mate. I'm not going to say.
You call them? You can't even think of what you call them.
No, I can't, mate. I can't.
You can't repeat it at this time of day.
Mate, someone's just asked if Dad had the hat on. One of those woolly hats that come down the side, like the Russian hat.
Now, that's not funny.
Just imagine.
I wish it was a hat. I could use it as an excuse then.
Dominic De Winter said Dale looks like he's wearing a Sherlock Holmes deerstalker.
That's what I meant. The
Elementary.
one with the sides, the flaps.
Dale, can you just look at the camera and say, that's elementary, dear Dominic? Go on. For the fans.
Elementary, dear Dominic.
Well, I'm done. That's me done for the night then, lads. I've heard that.
We'll finish later, mate.
Do it for the Vine. That's back in 2000 and something, wasn't it? Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're in 50.
You what?
Well, I'm just about to say, obviously, we've only got 15 minutes until Wes has joined us here live on YouTube. But before we do, we've got some call outs. I say call outs. We've got some, as always,
call outs. Are you phoning?
Call outs. Got phone-ins this week. New thing to the show. No, we've got some announcements as always. We do the announcements at this part of the show. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, last week, Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight episodes 10 and 11 were released, and this week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be releasing Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight episode 12. Will be available, and it will be available to rent from midnight, and it will be available on demand this Thursday. On that show, we've got the likes of Alex Connors. We've got the likes of Jimmy Vice, Morgan Black, Lucha, Taco. All your favorites are on the show. So remember, Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight episode 12.
Is that it for your announcements, Nate?
Yes, Dal.
Oh, thanks for that, mate.
Oh, no, it's not actually. I lied.
Oh, right.
I lied to you. As always, you, ladies and gentlemen, you know that after the show, we always give you a free match. This week's free match after Talking Madness podcast will be from the summer that's just been, and it will be the return, the one-off Fifi versus Jimmy Vice that took place in the summer. What a match that was as well.
It was a significant moment in time.
Sorry, I just went off then. I had some important business just come through. I've got something to show you guys. I hope you don't mind me just interrupting here.
Never, Aaron.
So we were obviously talking about Nathan and his hormone tablets. I've just been sent this picture that proves that, Nathan, you don't need the hormone tablets because apparently you have been getting moves already. So if you just bear with me while I just get this up, guys. Here we go. And
what we got here?
Can you explain that?
The same picture.
Can you explain this? What is going on here?
Who said that?
You're in the picture. I don't know.
The guy in the top left sent it. I can't remember this. How drunk was I?
I don't know. This was ages ago. It was like first lockdown, I think.
What? Yeah. Wow. So there we go, guys.
What the? Right.
Right, get off now, Aaron. You're in those pictures again. Well, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, I just did mention that Next Gen Moonlight Wrestling episode 12 will be released at midnight and then available on demand from Thursday. And those who watch on YouTube, in the group chat, You will need to watch it to see what shocking thing goes down with our general manager, Alex Connors, in that episode.
Whoa.
As stated, I did mention, obviously, there's a lot of your favourites on there. Also, Kat Von Cage is on episode 12. So those who are fans of Kat Von Cage, remember, she's on tonight's show singing for us. You can also catch her in the ring on episode 12 as well.
And yeah, you definitely want to be watching this because it is a shock. It's despicable. It's shocking. You want to see what Alex Connors does. I mean, this guy. Yeah, I'm not going to. You can't spoil it, but Jesus Christ, you got to watch it.
I mean,
No, you have to watch it.
is there anything more that he can do to shock us? I mean, the things he's done in the past.
No, but he takes it to another level. So he does.
Does he now? Well, I'll tell you what, I look forward to watching that, and I say everyone in the galaxy should do the same.
They
and
definitely should.
Get it paid for and watched.
The thing is, he's still our general manager. He is still the man who can make the decisions, yes or no. You get a title shot, you don't get a title shot. This is the man who, makes everything. He makes up as he goes along as well. You know what I mean? If you pissed him off that day, you might have just trodden his toe. And there you go. You've got a one-on-one with the Undertaker player. You know what I mean? That's what he's like, man. He's.
And I've just had it in. I just had it here, guys. An announcement.
I heard a rumor.
One of the matches on episode 12 is Kat Von Cage versus Kiara, and I've heard that is a number one contenders match for the CPW Women's Championship, which is held by Shorty.
Wow.
Yes, Kat Von Cage versus Kiara.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That'll be a great match. A rematch from the obviously the prison match they had towards the end of last year. So,
but obviously, imagine if Kiara was to win that match and become an opportunity to be the number one contender and win both titles and have both titles and being a unified
double champion.
Yeah, unified.
Has
champion.
anyone ever did that, Dale?
Yes, there's been a handful of unified champions in CPW.
That's been a few.
Will Starr, Mr. Richards.
No, I mean with the female.
You talk about female.
Lucia Lee had the women's title and the Galaxy title at the same time, I believe.
Obviously we can't. I mean, obviously the Lineal Championship sort of came in reasonably late, so I don't know if I don't think anyone's been able to have a chance to hold the both. Obviously, the Lineal Championship only came in at the beginning of last year.
Yeah.
Or not long after that. I mean, Natalie Wild had that. Natalie Wild had that. Natalie Wild got it at history, didn't she, for winning the Queen of the Galaxy tournament?
Yeah,
she got it in the history of 2019.
Right.
And then so from that, then it went on from there. So I don't think they've had time really to have double champion.
Yeah.
Women's champions.
So really,
nobody's had the.
No, I think yes, we did. I think Lizzie Styles had both women's titles in the past, the old titles.
Next year women's championship.
Yes.
Yeah, she would have held both. Yes.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, I'll definitely be watching it because every time you see Kiara and Kat in the ring anyway, it's amazing to watch. But Shorty, I hope you're watching that as well, man, because that is got big ramifications for you. So you got to be watching that and seeing who you're going to be facing.
Yeah, especially now that I say now she's the women's champion. Tiger on your back as a champion. Any champion in CPW's always got a tiger on their back. And obviously, there's two people that are very dangerous at the moment as well in CPW, and that's the exceptional Sugar Jimmy Vice and the Machine Emma Cross, who are both the golden ticket holders at the moment in CPW for 2021. So
yes,
both women's champions need to watch out for Emma Cross, and also the Galaxy champion needs to watch out for Emma Cross because obviously that title can be taken cross genders. It has been held by females before.
I think every champ's just going to get nervous now when they see Jimmy or Emma walk in holding that golden briefcase. You know what I mean? Every champ's going to get nervous until one of them cashes in. You know what I mean? Everyone's going to be nervous.
I've got a
100%.
question for you guys. So, obviously, I think Lee, you said Shorty, you best be watching.
Yeah.
Who would you think Shorty would rather face? Kiara, Kat Von Cage, or Emma Cross?
Kat Von Cage. She's beat Kat Von Cage already recently. And
She's
Emma
had a
Cross,
lot of.
you wouldn't have a match with Emma Cross because Emma Cross could have a match with her, get disqualified, and then cash in afterwards. She's got the disqualification, so why put yourself in that danger by having a match with Emma Cross? And her and Kiara, I believe, are good friends, so I don't think she'd want to wrestle Kiara as a friend.
Dale?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, to be fair, she might want to have a go again with Emma Cross because she's wrestled her quite a few times, so she knows the way she works and the way she wrestles, so she might be able to predict what she's going to do. Obviously, you say Kat Von Cage. I mean, Kat Von Cage, she might have a recent victory over her, but not quite sure how much advantage that gives her.
Yeah, mate,
will be complete.
A champ's just got to think it doesn't matter who it is. A champ's got to think it can be anyone, and I'm going to face whoever it is, and I'm going to win. That's what
you targets on your back when you're a champion, Lee. So it doesn't matter who it is. I mean,
but yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So
and another question
to see, just try and scout their moves a little bit to try and see where they go from certain positions and that, but it doesn't. She shouldn't really have a preference. It should just be, I'll face anyone, I'll defend my title. It doesn't matter.
And my last question for you guys, my brothers of the show, if you were in Sugar Jimmy Vice's shoes and you had the golden ticket, who would you be looking at cashing it in on and why?
I'd go, if I was Jimmy Vice, I'd go for the guys in the locker room that he may have a better chance at beating or cashing in on. The likes of Morgan Black, Taco. I mean, Alex Connors, but I don't think he would. I think De Winter and Connors have got some kind of partnership or something, backhand agreement not to go after each other, or even maybe Niall, someone.
The Nubler Championship.
Nubler Championship.
Yeah, the Nubler Championship, maybe. But the thing about Jimmy's had a number of opportunities at that. I mean, maybe he doesn't really want to, because he's lost a few times to Niall, so maybe he doesn't really want to.
Yeah,
to do
but
that.
then at the same time, obviously in CBW you always want to be number one. So you wouldn't blame him if he went after the lineal championship at all, because
absolutely not.
Would
have been the best.
But I don't think.
I'd wait until Alex Connors. This is it's a bit of a despicable tactic, but I don't care. It's the beauty of the golden ticket, mate. I'll wait till Alex Connors has just had an absolutely grueling match, and he's absolutely knackered. He's fought. I'd come out, swat him over the head with a steel chair, cash in, boom, new champ.
But I don't think Jimmy has a say. I don't think Jimmy will get to make a decision. I think it'll all be whatever Dom chooses to do, and it'll all be Dom's decision. And I think it'll backfire. Because Dom will make the wrong decision and we'll end up seeing Jimmy Vice unsuccessfully cashing in the golden ticket.
So that's your prediction, is it?
I think, yeah, and I think it'll make him the second person ever to unsuccessfully cash in, wouldn't it? Am I right? Only one person before unsuccessfully cashed in, I believe.
Who's that?
I believe it was Morris.
Danny O'Neill. You were the third one.
Oh, I forgot about Danny O'Neill. Morris obviously challenged Will at the Xmas Bash by cashing in the golden ticket, and then he lost the match at the Xmas Bash.
He did, but Danny O'Neill also cashed in unsuccessfully.
Oh yes, he did. He came out of the crowd, didn't he?
He came out and made a triple threat match into a fatal four-way.
Ah,
yes.
At the Xmas Bash the year before.
So he'll be the third person ever to have done it if that happened.
Unsuccessfully, yeah, that happened, yes.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just looking online. Dominic de Winter. I could see that he's mentioned something, and Nathan, it looks like he's aimed at you.
That's
He
all
has
right.
put,
He's all talk.
that's why I manage, and you just shovel down chips and stumble on your words.
Wow.
Cool story, bro.
But he says it's for everyone, but mostly Nathan. Well, Dominic de Winter, your words is about as useful as a chocolate fire guard to me.
All talk, no walk. You confront him, he'll flap it. Let's get one of his boys doing dirty work.
Don me old sausage, I stumble on my words because I'm pissed. I don't really like chips. I don't really like chips that much, to be honest with you. So, you know.
Yeah. The only thing that you stumble on, Dom, is your wrestler's tailcoats.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you saw it, Aaron.
He stumbles over as wrestlers when they're finishing and losing. That's
Sorry,
what they do
Nathan.
quite regularly.
I don't know if you've seen it, Aaron, but Martin commented on YouTube making a good point. He's asked,
Yes.
can we have a triple threat match between Kiara, Shorty, and Catherine Cage? It was still the show. Definitely agree with him there.
Yep, 100%.
Right, boys. Time for talking's done. It's 9 o'clock.
Silent.
It's 9 o'clock. No, we don't have a minute silence. It's 9 o'clock, roughly. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the night where we get joined here on Talking Madness by our guest. As stated earlier, he's one of the longest reigning. Good starts again.
Get it out,
Deserves a better
Nathan.
intro. Told you, mate. I'm not with it these days. He's one of the longest running fans in CPW. He is head of female talent relations in CPW. He is the one, the only Wes Handley.
Hey!
Yay.
Hello, Wes.
You sound a bit more enthusiastic, Dale.
Yes, Wes.
Hello.
What's this weird angle you're at, mate?
There you go.
There we go.
Hello, Wes,
Oh,
mate.
he's in the bar.
In the bar. Yes.
Oh, he is in the bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
we should have all gone round and just done it in the bar.
Oh, that's right.
I ain't having you doing anything in my bar.
Wes, I'm liking the Highfield Road behind you.
Nice, isn't it? It's good.
I do like that.
Nice.
That's it.
And
That's
Daryl's
a real. I had to have a real team behind me because other people have got them silly clubs behind them.
Is
got,
that a picture of
Dale's
Shorty in the
got
background?
Sunderland Stadium.
I didn't mention Dale. I just said in general.
Is that a picture of Shorty in the background?
Yeah. Have you not
Wow.
got one of them?
No, mate. I left my stalking days behind me.
There's other ones. There's one there.
Okay.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hannah's,
These,
Hannah's over there.
these all the pictures you've had with obviously the fans, the wrestlers at the shows.
Well, they're just ordered the pictures that are ordered off.
Oh,
What you
pages,
paid
yeah.
for?
Fair. So how are we, Wes? How are we doing?
All right, mate. All good. All
Excited to have you on here. Obviously, we've been missing you at ringside as always. And I can guarantee you've probably been missing the live shows as well.
Good. Yeah, massively. It's a way to just get out, isn't it? Really. It's good to get out, and we don't always get to see everybody. Obviously, Martin, Bushy, Emma, Abby, etc. We don't get to see everybody all the time, so it's nice to be able to meet up with everybody as well.
Especially in one room as well, getting everyone in that one room.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slightly worried for the first one back. It might be slightly messy.
You think so, dear?
Just a little bit.
And
Too much drink.
a handful of you need an ambulance to get home.
But possibly.
We'll have a few booked up, mate, because I'm sure Bushy will need it, mate. So we'll have a few booked up. Don't worry about it.
Bushy usually starts on a Friday, to be fair, when the show's on a Saturday anyway. So I'm not sure that man has actually stopped, to be fair, since the last show. So he's a legend, that man.
Absolute legend.
He is.
So obviously, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are joined tonight by Wes. So obviously, get your questions in on the YouTube so that we can start asking these questions to the one and only Wes. And for a second there, Aaron, I thought you had a runny nose, but it's just a pen that you had sticking up your nose.
Yeah, it's just a pen.
I literally thought you had like this really bad runny nose.
There's some head bogey hanging down now.
Also, Wes, you've been a fan and around CPW now for a very long time.
Yeah.
You've followed CPW to all its different locations. You've seen it come from what it was probably when it started to how successful and big it is as it is right now, and everything that's going on. You always ask the same question each week about what makes the CPW Galaxy and the fans so special to all our guests. I want to hear from you then. What is your reasoning, and what do you believe makes the CPW Galaxy so special and better than the other fans?
I think it's because we're all just tight. We're just so like together. Do you know what I mean? It is like a family. Obviously, I've been to other shows, to other places, and they all have their little cliques of 3, 4, 5, 6 people in a group. I think with the Galaxy, it's just everybody is together. Even when it's obviously like bad versus good, it's still just all together. And it's just, everyone gets on. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I've been to other places and watched other shows, and it just doesn't have the same atmosphere. I think a lot of these places try and, in my opinion, they try and go too big.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Like rather than just trying to smash it out of the park, CPW's kind of done it gradually, which was, I think, is the better way of doing it, to be fair.
Yeah, man.
No, I understand what you're saying. Sorry, go on, Lee.
I just think, like, from what I've seen, I mean, you obviously saw it before me, and from what I've seen, like, he's feeling out, getting used to what works, what doesn't work and stuff. And you're right. You can't just jump straight in. You've got to walk before you run, haven't you? But it's the right combination of things to do. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, mate.
Obviously, like when we were back at the Binley Club was an awesome venue. No one can ever deny it. It was a brilliant venue, but I would say there's only probably 50, maybe even less, 40% of people from the Binley that have carried on following it.
Yeah.
The Binley was a great place to do it, and it was a big-ass venue, but sometimes when there wasn't as many people in there, it felt very ghosty. Do you know what I mean? It was, whereas obviously with the Handley, even when there's not a full capacity in there, which is very rare, but when there's not, you still get that atmosphere from the Galaxy, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about the Binley the other night. Just how like it was such a special venue, a special place. It's where I started, but also like the way in which the crowd was seated and around and everything. And obviously, we were able to get the big tables at the back. It just made it just made it always feel something special from it. And I've mentioned like how amazing one day would be to go back there, do a show because it is what, like I say, it is an amazing venue. When you're talking about other shows and stuff, like when you go to other shows as a fan, you feel like an individual. You feel like it's just you there. There's other fans there, but it's just you there watching it for your enjoyment. Whereas at CPW, like the integration and the togetherness makes it feel like you're not just there for yourself to watch some wrestling. You're there to have fun with your friends, but also to socialize and enjoy awesome wrestling.
It's like Lauren said last week. Obviously, when she turned up, she knew no one. Now she knows everybody. It's just that's how tight I think it is. Do you know what I mean? You only need one or two people so that you can talk to, and then suddenly you're in. Then suddenly you get 70,000 friends requests, and everybody wants to be your mate.
Because obviously, I'm thinking right. Some of these people that are now your close friends, you probably didn't really know before wrestling. I take it.
No one, none of them. I've obviously Bushy. I knew, but only because his kids. I knew his kids because they went to the same school as Harrison. But Bushy, I only saw obviously playground wise and everything else. But no, obviously now, Bushy, and Martin, Kelly, they're family. Not just CPW wise, but even outside of CPW.
Yeah, man.
We are very close.
I think that's what's special because you don't get that, like you say, from the other shows, and again, that goes along. And I like it. That's why you ask this question every week, I think, is because everyone sort of gives the same answer, but it's always good to hear what each individual's feeling is deep inside about the fans themselves. And whilst we're talking obviously about then CPW, and I've said there, you started at CPW years and years ago, and you've seen it grow. I want to get your opinion on the growth of CPW and how CPW has grown over the last X amount of years, whilst you've been there, and how you've seen it grow, and what's made it so special to you to be able to keep coming week in and week out.
Okay, so my first ever show wasn't a wrestling show. It was a boxing show with wrestling attached to it.
Okay.
So it wasn't actually a wrestling show I went to. I went to a boxing show. Boxing for me scares me because I feel like I'm going to get hurt. Whereas wrestling, I can enjoy it. But
I can only imagine. I mean, a boxing crowd is not a wrestling crowd, man.
No, it's not.
That's a big difference. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine what the boxing fans there thought, when they were watching wrestling. You know what I mean?
Mate, it was the strangest thing ever. So obviously I went to the boxing, but I've always been a wrestling fan. I only went to the boxing because my mate was in it. So we've turned up, and I've never seen a room empty so quickly in my life once the boxing had finished. And everyone went next door, and it literally left only a handful of people in the venue to watch the wrestling. And then I think CPW came back about 2 weeks later. So obviously I took Harrison up thinking it's obviously going to be, we'll give it a shot. And then, I kind of got hooked, and I sort of stayed ever since.
Right. So you say that was your first experience of CPW. So what was your first, obviously with Harrison? I mean, before I get started, I'll say how is Harrison? Is Harrison okay?
Yeah, he's all right. He's fine. He's been at school the whole time. He hasn't missed any school.
I bet he's like that, isn't he? I bet it's like, you bastard, Dad.
Yeah, so you obviously that's how you started, and obviously then CPW came back. Obviously, you were there in the early days. What was it like watching CPW in the early days and seeing, obviously, some of the people that were there in the early days are now, in WWE. So how was it watching it in the early days and then now seeing it now and all the homegrown talent that we have?
It's changed a lot. Talent has changed a lot. Like when me and Harrison first started going, some moron kept coming out with a pink tutu and hair on and dragged my son out of a stage door dressed the same as him. Now...
Sorry, I am sorry.
Wasn't that a present for him? Wasn't it?
No, it was a competition, wasn't it? I think.
Competition. I knew it was something.
It's the only time he's ever been absolutely buzzing to do something, done it, and came off and went, "Oh my God, I had to wear pink, didn't I?" I went, "Yeah, I did."
I remember it.
He loved it.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think that is one thing that helps and gets everybody fixed onto CPW is because of obviously all of you lot.
Interaction
because you are
fans.
Not you, Aaron.
That's all right, mate. I see you all the time, mate. It's like when I get to see you at the show, I'm like, great, he's here again.
Harrison just usually turns up now and says, "What name's he going with today?" I'm like, "I don't know, mate. Be all right." Is he still a doctor? I'm like, "I don't know. I think probably." But
he is what he is.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just you obviously you's not helping a massive way, honestly. Like other promotions, you have to either pay or queue up to meet, and for the kids, they have to pay to go and meet the people they're about to watch in the ring. Whereas CPW obviously isn't. It's just everyone's just clicked. I think everyone's just togetherness, ain't it? It's wicked. But
it's like what you said, Wes. It's a
like
family.
you were saying about WWE, obviously watching like your likes of Flash and Pete done at CPW, and then suddenly you turned on the telly and there they are in front of you. It's that stuff like that is crazy.
Yeah. So that was saying to Wes. Obviously, you say your first was a boxing show. You're absolutely sure it is? Because I'm not sure if it was. Because I think the boxing was on at the end. It was actually a wrestling show with boxing including in it. Is that right, Wes?
I don't know. Is it?
I think it was.
Maybe I turned.
That's what I'm asking you.
I'm pretty sure it was boxing. Oh no, actually, you might be right. To be fair,
I think it was.
Was it at Bingley, weren't it?
Well, did you ever come to the London Road Club?
Once.
Did you ever come to that one?
Once, but right at the end of it all. Before anything, then you came obviously down my end.
So that must have been for a wrestling show then? You came to London Road?
Possibly, yeah. Come to think of it.
Yes, I imagine it must have been.
The main click, when I clicked into it, would have been down here. But I think, I might have actually come to London Road for a wrestling show.
Was that the London Road Social Club?
Yeah, London Road, social club.
It's not there anymore, is it?
No, they knocked it down.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Student flats now, I think.
It's Student Flats.
Did you just say where was that, Aaron?
It is
The
Student
road?
Flats.
It's on the
I
London
know
Road.
it's London Road. You did.
The opposite, as you go at the end of
This is
London
way
Road, where
before my
the
time.
fish shop is. You know where the fishing tackle shop is? Opposite there.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I know where you are now. Yes.
Yeah, it was there.
Now,
The
Dale,
show was
you
called
just
Legacy, I believe. I've been
Yeah,
told the show was Legacy.
Show was Legacy, and it was a wrestling show with a boxing match at the end of it. Wes,
Okay.
Dale, you say that, but I know
I come
Wes
to a lot of
turned up-
shows. I drink a lot usually, so I might have been a bit.
yeah.
You just remember seeing some wrestling and some boxing. That's it.
I turned up for Men in Tights. That's what it was, really.
I must have.
I
Yeah.
heard Wes differently.
And then started off
You
with
got
Men in
annoyed
Tights, and then it ended up with Men in Pink Dresses. It was quite weird.
You came from Men in Tights and got annoyed it wasn't Robin Hood.
But no, it is weird to see them on. Obviously, to see some of them on telly, and I think there is people within CPW that, personally, I think can go as far and as you like to Pete and Flash.
I think that's what.
Absolutely,
I think that's what it's good for. Like you say, it shows all the youngsters and all the ones coming up through the academy now, and the people on the current roster that, like, there's people that have been here before that have gone on to make it. So if they can do it, you can do it. And it's a good thing to have as something that we can say as part of CPW history. These people, they had their careers early on here at CPW, and that's how they got into the business, sort of thing.
I remember being at NXT UK came to Cov.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We were front row. Pete Dunne came over, and obviously me and Harrison had CPW t-shirts on, and he did actually look and winked and pointed at it, and then had a photo of Harrison. So I think even it's good that even though they're in that, they can still look back and know where they came from. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they still acknowledge and remember where they which is cool. Like you say, it's cool.
Definitely is. I mean, one thing I say, Wes, obviously, like we've said, you've seen us throughout the years, and obviously you've seen a lot of talent in CPW. Certainly, talent that have come through our academy.
Yep.
And I want to know, what do you think, and what have you thought of the evaluation of our homegrown talent? How they've evolved?
Do you mean evolution, Dale?
Evolution.
What did you say?
Of our homegrown talent.
You said evaluation. I was like, I sure you mean evolution.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hold on.
Evolution.
Dale.
Where's?
Dale, sorry, can I just
Sorry, Aaron, man. Yeah.
Sorry, Nathan, are you correcting somebody on how they speak, right? Nathan, say human.
No, I can't say the word.
There we go then. Kids in glass houses. That's all I'm going to say to that one. Carry on, Wes. Sorry.
Can I carry on? Anyway, yes. Evolution, Wes, of our homegrown talent that you've seen come through from our academy. So what do you think about how that's happened? The evolution,
as in within the Superstars project, or before
all of our homegrown talent that have come through throughout our academy, throughout the years in the Superstars project as well. Yeah.
A long list.
There is a massive list. Yeah. Obviously, the original, if I'm right, you'll correct me, Dale. I'm pretty sure you will. But was Tom Lindsay? Am I right? He was one of the originals that came through.
He certainly was. Yeah.
Look at the impact he made just in CPW.
Yeah.
Yes. Big impact.
Massive impact. Jake Casanova, was he part of it at the start?
Yeah, he was. Jake. Yeah. Jake. Yeah.
Obviously, he's been God knows how many different portrayed God knows how many different things, and he's always done. And then even obviously coming even up to now, you've got Shorty,
Yeah.
Emma. And then obviously there's others that obviously some of us haven't seen yet because they're obviously still training. But we've heard massive things about Carrie, Naomi, loads of them. But to watch them grow, it's wicked. Like especially when you see somebody from like the start and then they come all the way through to become champion.
Yeah.
Obviously the Galaxy in a whole. If you imagine if Shorty would have won that bout in front of that Galaxy, that place would have erupted.
Yeah,
it would have been noisy.
Absolutely.
But
I have to agree.
Sorry, just it's because when I knew we were having you, and I'm pretty sure you've seen all four of us debut. So for us,
I haven't seen you all debut. I missed one debut.
Whose debut did you miss?
Aaron's.
Your family.
I wasn't here. I was on holiday.
You see, I didn't say anything then, Wes. I kept my mouth shut then. I was like, I knew it.
Actually, it might be because it's probably, imagine he's, seeing her, like you say, so out of me, so you saw me, Nathan and Lee, and you didn't see Aaron's.
I didn't see Aaron's, no, mate.
Right,
you've just always been there, Dale, though. You've always been there. Like, to say that if anybody's ever seen your debut, I'd be impressed because they'd be going back to like the 60s, 70s, wouldn't they? But
well, that's right, yeah.
You've been there since day dot. Do you know what I mean? You were there before the ring was built, mate. I do remember Nathan coming out dressed in pink, and I've never seen so many drunk people in Binley go, "What the hell are we doing here?"
Yes.
I remember that first night.
The whole of the Binley club just went into silence and go, "What is he doing?" You've got this grown ass ginger man dancing around in a pink tutu and a pink wig.
It took him for like 10 seconds of like silence. And then they sort of just fell in love with it straight away. I remember being backstage on that, and I was like, this is either going to go, they're either going to hate me or love me, and whatever happens. And I came out, and it was like dead silent, and I was like, right, you've got to keep going, just keep going. As soon as I made it off the stage, they were like, yeah, this is actually really fun.
I think all the women were like, this is brilliant. This is like a cheaper night than going down jumping jacks. Let's just stay here.
and the kids liked it. It was more like the dad's going, not sure if I agree with this.
I remember being there, and I remember Joe Morgan standing there and going, Wes, what the hell is going on? And I was like, just enjoy it. He went, I can't, this is just wrong. I don't think I should be here. I went, it's all right, mate. It's fine. You stay.
Just imagine like the dads and the men just going, just need one more beer, and I'll be all right.
I just remember they used to come out of the bar at the back, didn't they? Do you remember?
Yeah.
In
the Binley Club. Then you'd suddenly turn around, there was like 20 or 30 people. You've come out and you've never seen so many blokes go, no, let's go on. Sky Sports is on somewhere. Sky Sports is on next door, let's go.
But when we're talking about the evolution of the homegrown talent, it's something that I would admit is I feel like every time we see some new people come from the academy, and it starts to, we see new people. I feel like the caliber of homegrown talent just keeps on getting bigger and better.
Yeah. Totally agree. Obviously, if you go back to when we first all met Shorty, the little tiny midget rapper that turned up and did a little sing song, you wouldn't have thought back then to now that she'd be champion, would you?
Well, no, but she's earned that right. She's worked hard to get to where she is, so
yeah, she has. Yeah,
she deserves to be there.
She did deserve it. It's just, but back. What I'm saying is, back if you look back when we all first met her and she turned up, you wouldn't have thought she was going to ever get into a ring, let alone end up being champ. And she proved everybody wrong. So she should be damn proud of everything she's achieved.
Definitely, yeah, agree.
Plus, by saying that, I've just earned brownie points. So I'm pretty sure that's what she's told me. That's what she texted me earlier and said, make sure you say this. So just thought I'd get it in there now.
He's got a script.
I've got a Shorty script.
Dear me.
While we're on the subject there, we have got a question from Shannon the Cannon. While we're talking about the homegrown talent, she wants to know, what do you see for the future of the female superstars?
Well, if the ones that we've got now are anything to go by, they're only going to get better, surely. Yeah. They are only going to get better. And I think there's a lot more young females that are getting more interested in wrestling, whereas it used to be always a man thing, didn't it? A guy thing.
Definitely.
You know, I think it's been said, I don't know how many times on the podcast, but the women's wrestling has just gone mad. It's gone crazy. Like, most of the time you'd have just watched it because you'd have had a bra and panties match halfway through WrestleMania or something, and that was the only reason they were there. But now they're main eventing them. Not just WWE, not just AEW, but even CPW. We've started to get them to main event enough shows. Yeah. So from what we've sort of got coming through, your likes of Emma, Shorty, I believe Carrie is meant to be absolutely amazing. I haven't personally seen her, but so from what I've heard and obviously people have said,
oh yeah, she's amazing.
Carrie's meant to be going to be the next best thing, you know.
Yeah,
and she's still so young. So if she's that good, if she's that good now, talent. What will she be in 2-3 years' time?
You know, like watching Carrie train is that she's natural at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching her. You know, you're looking at things and you're thinking, "Oh, how long have you been practicing that?" She's like, "No, I just know how to do it." You're blown away. You're like, "What?"
Like, yeah, we work our asses off just to pull off like a bulldog. You know what I mean? Like just to pull off a back foot. You know what I mean? And I'm dying after that. But she just like tries anything and she just like boom, smashed it. Yeah. Naomi's another one. Naomi's she's got a passion for it as well. Naomi, you can tell how much she like loves wrestling. So like I'm excited to see the future of the women's.
Yeah, I think this gets mentioned a lot. Like the women's division is so strong right now, but also, you know, it's also the amount of homegrown talent that's in the women's division, which is impressive. You know, you've been here, say since day one. Where we go back a few years, you know, we only had the 1 or 2 females on the show. You know, we only had like the first homegrown talent that was a female. Really, it came through ours was I believe Athena
Fury.
Athena Fury, yeah.
She was the first to come out of our academy as a female. And then also we had Lucia Lee, and then now we've just got a number of females. And I think that's kudos to the women that are on the roster who go out there each week and perform at such a high level and make it inviting to the young girls in the crowd and to other women to come along to the academy and get involved and want to go in the ring like them.
Yeah.
But then, let's talk about the evolution of the women's end division. Like you were there, like I say, in the early days when it was maybe just, you know, Lizzie Styles, Natalie Wild, Violet Vendetta.
When I first started, I think it was Lizzie Styles almost every show. It's as if she lived in the street.
No, Lizzie. Well, you probably saw Lizzie and Nadia Sapphire.
Yeah, Nadia Sapphire, Lizzie, and Violet Vendetta, was it?
Yes, yeah.
Violet Vendetta.
Definitely. Yeah, we do. You know, we had. That was the main one. We had Nightshade coming at what?
Nightshade was there for a bit, yeah.
She had a bit of a run as well. So, but you know.
But Lizzie was the one back then where she was the female that was there week in, week out. And then obviously, like you said, Athena came through, and then it was sort of an Athena Lizzie backwards and forwards for a long period of time.
Yeah, then you had you had Natalie Wild, who came
then Natalie came along,
and she came in and she dominated the division for a good while.
And you were Wes, a massive Natalie Wild.
Yes.
Really? Where'd you get that from?
No, I mean, come on, let's just we need to.
Let's
say how it is.
Yeah.
Can I I need to put my best moment across here watching Wes as a Natalie Wild fan. So the week before, Wes was going wild, like, yeah, Natalie Wild, all this. The following week, Wes's wife was in the crowd with him.
Oh, do you remember?
Right?
I remember this show.
Wild fell out of the ring and she crawled on the floor and grabbed hold of Wes's legs. Wes, straight face, like, I can't see you. And then Wes's wife looking at him, then looking at me, going, what's going on here? And I tell you what, I had to walk off. Because I was laughing too much.
I remember that, mate.
Yes.
Big time. I'd been out, do you know what was even worse? I'd been out on the Friday night and I hadn't got into about 3-4 o'clock. Then I was there hanging, and it was the one time, I think it's one of the only times that Emma's ever came. She hardly ever comes to wrestling.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aaron B and family will know exactly what she thinks of wrestling.
Listen, like me and Wes, we get the mick taken out of us the most out of the whole family for wrestling. Like literally, like Wes's nephews, who like my cousin's kids and my brother, they will rip us to shreds that we're wrestling fans. They're going like, if we go to party, they'll be like, oh, here comes Jake the Snake Roberts and the Bushwhackers. And he's like, we get taken the mick out of. Like, but we love it.
Please
we
tell
love
me
wrestling.
though. Please tell me, because they've said that you two have actually walked into a family party during the Bushwhacker War.
Bushwhackers, yes.
Wes, that is the next one. We'll do that next party, Wes. Me and
Next
you,
time,
just as the Bushwhackers.
yeah. Next time you take the pick, Aaron, choke slam on, yeah. Wes, stink face that motherfucker. Don't let him take the pick to a wrestling fan. Don't let
I
him
love
do
out of
that.
every wrestling move in the world, I get to do a stink face out of anything. Not a drop, not an elbow drop, not a drop kick, a leg drop. You can just do a stink face where and go to the bar. All right, we're good. Cheers.
Well, mate, I don't think you're that athletic, and I don't think you're that strong. So, you know, if I'm honest, mate, you know.
Lee, trying to do you a favour there, Wes, mate.
Down is your best option, he's saying.
Lee, if you want to choke slam my brother, you just go ahead, mate. I'll sit in the corner with
No,
Wes
I
and
love
watch.
Spence. I love Spence. He's a good bloke. He's a good
Soon
bloke.
change there, Wes.
He's a big motherfucker as well. I tell you.
So
I've just got an image now of Lee trying to choke slam Spence.
Yeah,
It's Hurricane Howard.
Move down here, I can't get you.
Lee would try and get injured. So we're talking obviously about the women's division, and obviously you are head of the female talent relations and everything there, and recruitment, should I say? I mean, female recruitment. You know, and you have brought in some very, very talented women into CPW. And obviously, we always see, you know, you obviously support the women's division. And you, like I say, you used to be a big Natalie Wild fan, but people say nowadays you flip-flop between who you support. But nowadays, you're a massive Alfie Rogue fan. So I want to know the real secret behind it. When did your allegiance to Natalie Wild turn to Alfie Rogue? When was it? What was the decision made? When was it made to go, I'm no longer number one fan of Natalie Wild, I'm now number one fan of Alfie Rogue?
Do you know what? I don't actually know. I just think it just changed. All right, honestly, I sent her a message on Facebook. She never replied, so I blocked her, and then I didn't want to feel a fan anymore. Dan told me I wasn't allowed. Dan said, stop stalking her all the time. Okay. Dan, if Dan says anything, just do it.
Now we have the truth.
I don't.
Now.
I don't. Do you know what? I don't actually know. I don't know. I just changed. You all know me better than most people, and I like to be, like Lauren said. You know, Lauren was honest last week, and she was probably spot on. I just like to be different to everybody else. Who was Natalie's only fan when everyone else was cheering for a certain somebody with Viking hats on? Aaron.
I just did that to wind you up, mate.
Yeah, but what happened that same night? Who came out to back up Mr. Richards? Natalie. What happened the following night? Following show? Everyone's a Natalie fan.
I thought you were going to do the time when I tried to get a high five and got blanked.
Oh, so what you're saying is you like to be the anti person who cheered for the person no one else wants to cheer for. So what about Lizzie Styles then? Because before you were Natalie Wild's #1 fan, you were Lizzie Styles' #1 fan, and then you stopped being Lizzie's fan to be Natalie Wild's fan.
Is that because Natalie ended Lizzie's run, so you decided to just go for the next one that was on top?
No, I knew back then how big Natalie was going to be within CPW, so I thought I'd align myself with her.
I mean, we know Wes is not a Glory supporter. He's a Coventry City fan, for fuck's sake.
Whoa!
Oh, where you are?
Hang on a minute.
I'm a Cov fan, brother. I'm a Cov fan. I'm just a fucking realist as well, yeah? I'm just
Can
a
I
realist.
mute him, or has Nathan got to do it?
No, I mean, I could get away with saying that because I'm not from Coventry. It would have been okay for someone from not from Coventry to make that kind of thing.
Yeah, no. I'd have
You're
come
a
around your
Cov
house.
family. You're a Cov family. You can't dish your own club. You can't dish your own club.
You won't be saying that when they're back at the weekend, mate. I'm telling you, you'll be wanting a few beers and a few free tickets then, won't you?
Well, Wes is Coventry through and through. I mean, Wes, you've had a season ticket at the Rico nearly every year. I've known you.
Yeah, I think I missed one. I think I missed 1 year. I think.
And
is that real Highfield Road sign as well?
Hey, no.
Is that
I got it made from a guy down the road. It cost me 15 quid. It's wooden, and he engraved it all.
Nice. It's not fair play.
I'm pretty
also,
sure the streets.
I know. Hold on, Wes. Hold on. Let's go. But Wes, you also had Harrison had a season ticket from an early age, did he not?
Yeah, is this the same one that you actually used and tried to blag being a 3-year-old?
And I got in as well.
Is this when you pretended to be Jack?
That's how many fans Coventry didn't have at the time. They were like, yeah, that bearded bloke's definitely 3. He's just big for his age.
I got in on Harrison's season ticket.
Just let him in. Just let him in.
He was there selling it that he was like that Jack character from Robin Williams films that he ages 4 times.
And we won that night as well.
Benjamin Button.
Benjamin Button.
Yeah. Benjamin Button's the other way round, isn't it? I know, old and he's young, and then yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, I think I like being different. It's nice to be a supporter of somebody when everybody else isn't. It's good.
Okay, I'll let you have that.
Just like to go against everybody else.
Makes no sense.
That's what you're saying, Wes.
It's like people that are Man United fans. No one actually likes them. They just support them because they win all the time. Same as being a Sunderland fan, isn't it, Dale?
Shut up.
Oh, that's my joke.
Dale's
That's my joke.
I love it.
Oh, is he? Sorry, that was my bad. It was the picture. I thought it was Sunderland behind his head.
Listen, it's like me calling you a Villa fan. So shut it.
Oh,
that's all right.
Oh.
Hey, we'll go there.
I can handle that. I've got half my family are Villa fans, so I can take that one. It's all right.
Oh, can you really?
So Wes, we were talking about earlier on as well. Obviously, the different venues that we've had. Now, I think this question is pretty irrelevant. I think I know the answer is going to be. But obviously, what's your favourite venue of all time? And if you had to list the top 3 venues that we perform at, what would your top 3 venues be?
The top one will be. The top one's probably Handley. You're probably thinking I was going to say Binley. I'll say Handley because Binley was awesome, but I also, and I've said it to Mr. Richards enough times as well. The Binley always seemed sometimes too big at the time. So sometimes you'd walk in and it'd be empty. Obviously, we had the curtain up, but sometimes it looked empty. The Handley, like I said earlier, I don't think it matters how many are in there. You can always make it look full.
Yeah.
So I would say the Handley's probably the favourite.
They've got that massive mirror as well, so it sort of doubles the amount of fucking people you got, mate. So that's brilliant. You know what?
There you go. Yeah, definitely.
But the top venues, obviously, the top one will be Handley. It'll be Binley second. And do you know where I missed? It was only because of how far it was away, but was Canley.
Yeah, the Excel Centre.
The Excel Centre, yeah. There was something about the Excel Centre. It just, I don't know, it was different, weren't it? It was just, I remember the Christmas show there that we did was absolutely wicked.
I'll tell you
Flash ball good.
One thing about that venue, and it's something, honestly, that I will never, ever forget, and it's one of my favourite, but most horrifying memories of my wrestling career. Look, we had to use the changing room that the guys use for the gym.
Oh,
And, so I remember.
Yes, I remember this. I don't think many people remember this story because only a handful have been there at the time.
Everyone's looking all weird. And, I turn around, there's this old dude, just getting changed, after the gym or before the gym or whatever, and he's just fucking naked there, mate. And I'm like, oh, mate, there's just old dick and balls there. And I'm like, lads, I don't know what to say.
I was in gear, and I think people with the face paint on and everything. It was hilarious.
Oh my life.
the trouble is though, Wes. Then we had to
Old
explain
man
to
naked.
Lee that there weren't an old guy there. It was just a mirror. He was looking in.
Was it?
What?
But no, I agree with you, Wes. I liked the XL Centre, and it'll always
But then
be.
again, the Haggard's good as well, ain't it?
The Haggard's good.
You can't just have every venue, mate. That doesn't how this works. This top three. You pick every venue, mate.
Hey, Lauren changed my question last week. I can do what I want.
Stop flip-flopping around, will you?
I like the XL Centre, and it'll always be a special place for me. It was where I made my roster debut with actually Lee as well.
Man, you and Stevie.
Yeah,
so
I like that place, and it was a very special place. I do like it.
So I was going to ask you for all you guys the same question then. What's your Aaron's just answered his. Lee and Dale, what's your top three venues CPW do the shows at?
Well, I've only done one.
All those watch you on YouTube. What is your favourite venue to CPW shows, or your top three venues? Let's get the question answers in. Aaron?
Well, I made my debut at the Haggard. What?
I said Aaron and you carry.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Just like you,
Go on,
Lee.
mate.
You're always
Go on.
stealing my thunder.
No, Aaron, you carry on, me old sausage. I love you.
No,
I'm
go
sorry.
on, Lee.
No. It's
One of
you.
you go, will you?
Okay.
Let's not argue, boys. Let's go.
So obviously, my number one's going to be the XL Centre for me because that's where I made my main roster debut. Number two, I'm going to have to go with the Handley because that's where I made my superstar debut. Not that you remembered, Wes.
Yeah.
And then, do you know what? I'm going to say when we went over to Leicester as well.
Okay, you like Leicester venue.
I liked that venue. I did. I know that, I did like that venue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got PTSD from Leicester, so that I'm not.
Yeah, well, I know that, mate.
So Lee, what's your three?
You can get cream for that.
Number one, I'd probably have to say Haggard because that was where I made my debut, where I came out and leveled you out with the Fallen, Nathan. Then the Binley, because so many amazing nights at the Binley, and that's where I had my match with Mr. Richards, and that's probably one of my favourite matches I've ever had because of the atmosphere that it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the Handley, because we've had so many good nights there.
No, that's fair.
Right, okay.
Dale, what's your top three?
Yeah, well, to be honest, they're not far different to what Lee's are, to be honest. I mean, the Haggard Centre, again, is a place where I made my debut as a referee.
Mm-hmm.
So it is something that is quite special. And it's got a special atmosphere in the Haggard, to be honest. A lot of history in there, so for CPW. So I also like the Handley Green. The Handley Green, again, I love that venue. Again, the atmosphere in there, like Wes has already said, it's unique.
Mm-hmm.
In there. I think it is. And it's a toss of a coin between the XL and the Binley, to be honest. But if I really had to put my finger on it, I definitely would say I think I'll go with the Binley. So yeah, Binley.
What was the Rialto like, Dale? I never went to the Rialto.
The Rialto was, oh goodness, it probably, if we'd done a few more shows there, probably could have got better. It was a unique venue as well, but yeah, it was good fun. Mm-hmm. I mean, so many of us that we've had, so many of us that we've had that could have been in there, but yeah, definitely. Anyway, so that's it. So what I want to do.
Dale, do I not get my top three, mate?
No, not at all.
Thanks, mate. And we haven't even bothered, and we're not even going to bother checking to see what the fans say either, Dale. Just going to forget about our fans.
Oh, Lee's gone. See ya.
Yeah, let's see finished now. It's walked away now.
My top three would be, I think mine are a bit different than everyone else's. So
I wouldn't know.
number three for me would probably be Handley at number three, just because Handley sort of in the last few years has been our home, and there's been a lot of stuff that's gone on there. Then after that would be Binley, like everyone else has agreed with. I think Binley's up there. My number one, which no one else had as number one, mine would be Haggard. Just because for some reason, whenever we're doing a show at Haggard, I always feel something different performing at the Haggard. I don't know what it is about that venue, but it always gives me more goosebumps than normal going out through the curtains at the Haggard. It does something for me, and I think also I've had my biggest achievements at the Haggard as well in CPW. Aaron, what venues are people saying on the Galaxy page, mate?
Are we all doing this, Dale?
I mean,
you carry on, Aaron, as well.
Cheers, mate.
Let's go.
You do that. I'm going for a week.
Okay.
The Highway Club as well.
Like you told us. Shannon the Cannon's gone.
I really want to know if he's got a urinal in the bar, like his actual pub.
No, it's a bucket, mate. It's a
It
bucket.
would be funny. Anyway,
He'll have one of the little kiddie urinals as well.
what's on the YouTube? What's on the YouTube?
So, Shannon the Cannon, she's gone for the Handley. One, because it's just up the road from her, and two, because that's where she made her superstar debut.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Dominic DeWinter says he's going for the Highwayman Club. That place had potential for the days.
It was just Highway Club, mate, not the Highwayman Club.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
Highway Club.
Sorry.
The Highway Club, I tell you what, the Highway Club was actually a pretty cool venue to perform at. Like I say, it was a special looking venue.
Another one. That's another good memory, mate. When they had the cricket guys, all those cricket lads playing out on the field, yeah, and they were all walking. They were using the change room next to us, and there's you, Nathan, in your little pink fucking pants, just rubbing your belly at the top, and they're all walking past, looking at you like, "What the fuck is this thing you're doing?"
And the best bit was there weren't even a
that the Highway?
that day.
Yeah.
That was a good place, to be fair.
Did like the
There weren't
Highway
even a
Club.
wrestling show that day. That was just Nathan going to watch cricket. The Highway Club was my first ever show I
I
went
was getting
to.
ready to streak on the cricket pitch.
That was wicked. That was. Do you remember the one where we did it at the Highway Club and there was it England playing Sweden on the same day? And we won?
Oh
Yeah, that's the day.
Mental.
I think it was hit. Was it hit? One of the histories. Was
It
that
was
where
history.
Emma tried to smack Tom Lindsay with a mallet?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Yes, it was. Yes.
that was broken history, wasn't it?
Huh?
No, it was
I think that was
History, probably. Yeah, road history. I think.
Yeah, I think it was road history because it had the prison cell kind of looking things for the death row match.
Oh
Yeah, we
yes,
had-
yeah.
The
For
chambers.
Skittles. Yes,
The
that was
chambers.
it.
Actual chambers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was one of the. I think that was one of the longest days ever. I think we were there about 12 o'clock. Me and Bushy. And my God, that was a hell of a night.
I bet you were bastard, buddy.
Someone's just commented a venue that I was close to putting in my top three.
You want to carry on then?
Yeah, carry
Al
on.
Green.
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on then. So, Emma Shaw's going for number one, Handley. Number two, Haggard. Number three, Binley.
Right.
Cov Pro Wrestling says Rialto was amazing.
Yeah.
We've got Ride Dog says, I like the Haggard, to be fair. See, look at me. He was TBF, and I knew that meant to be fair. Check me out.
Oh, down with the kids.
We were all talking.
But the first ever venue he went to was the Binley Club. and he says the brewery is class to go to as well. How does he know it's an over 16s ride, dog?
The brewery's amazing, isn't it?
The brewery's a good venue, but
The brewery's amazing.
It's a unique venue. The brewery.
unique venue. But I think I've had bigger memories.
It's like the Rialto, you know. It's unique venue.
I'm going to some reason moment.
Of course, I love it. You know what I mean?
I think the kids make some of the shows as well, don't they? The kids make the show what it is sometimes as well, and I think you lose that when you're at the Dillons.
I don't know. The crowd is a different type of show, and the crowd fits perfectly for the show it is. But I think
and I'm allowed to swear, so it's great.
I'm rating the venues off like the moments I've had or the experience they have to me. And like, don't get me wrong, the brewery's an amazing venue. It's such a unique venue. But it's still very new to us. We've only done a handful of shows there still. So
I'm not sure we'll go back though after ripping the lights down.
No, we'll be fine. They love us there.
That was Tommy and Dragon, weren't it? That was fucking.
That was a good night. That was a good night.
They're just not booked.
yeah, they're just not invited.
Half Pro Wrestling's came with their top three, and they've gone. Well, I'm taking it seriously. This is an order. Number 1, the Haggard. Number 2, the Highway Club, and number 3, the PC.
That's the one I was contemplating putting in PC instead of Handley, because I was up in an iron. Because I had some big memories at the PC. It's a really nice close venue. The crowd were right on top of us. I lost my hair there. Someone shaved my head. Someone shaved my head
welcome to the club.
Someone shaved my head off there. My hair off.
That's another one of my favourite memories, mate. Shaving you bald. I love it.
You know the worst bit is, Lee? I'm going to say this. I was hoping you lost that match because I wanted to see you as his gimp. I really did.
I'm so fucking glad I never cried.
He got the better of me that day. That's all. He just got the better of me that day. I was too busy distracted about the fact that I could lose my hair.
You were losing it anyway, mate.
Oh no.
Yeah. Just made it happen a bit earlier.
So, Dad, where were we at?
Harrison and Phoebe cried that day, you know.
Oh, mate, I've made many.
Oh, no.
They were in absolute tears. They hated Lee. Harrison told me he was never talking to him ever again. That lasted about 3 weeks, and then he seen him and went, "Hi, mate."
I thought Kelly, Martin's missus, when I came out there laughing after shaving his head, I thought she was going to stab me. Honestly. She was like, "You scum! You're a bully!" I was like, "Sit down, you scat." But honestly, I thought she was going to. Oh my god!
Yeah. Who uses that word these days?
Lee.
Only Lee.
So whilst we're talking about venues then, and talking about obviously all the memories and moments we've had at shows, what's your favourite show of all time? What do you have as your favourite show of all time?
That was my Superstar show, weren't it? My main show.
We weren't there.
Is it on demand? I'll go and watch it.
It is actually, yeah.
It's on demand, yeah.
It's on demand.
All the Superstar projects are on demand.
It's on demand, definitely.
I'll plug that for you. All right.
Cheers, mate.
You know what? I always like the Summer Bash, always, because obviously it always lands on mine and Kelly's birthday, which means we get absolutely annihilated. But the Summer Bashes are always wicked for me. And I think I always remember the Summer Bashes. They're just wicked, especially when we get the chance to be outside.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I always love the Summer Bash.
I remember this time we got you and Kelly in the ring
with Natalie and Dan.
Yes, that was fun.
I generally actually cacked my pants that day because because when I got in the ring, I didn't know I was going in, and obviously I'm stood in the ring, and then the only person opposite me is Phil, and he's giving me all this grief in my face. I'm like, oh no, oh my god. Then he pulls Kelly, and I thought, you know what, I feel a bit braver now.
First of all,
Kelly's
you're standing behind Kelly, giving it live. Oh, yeah.
First of all, let's correct it. The shows are called Summer Fest, not Summer Bash.
Summer Fest.
I call it Summer Bash, so we've changed it now.
We're not changing it. It's Summer Fest.
But yeah, they always seem wicked days, and plus I believe, if I'm right, I'm sure I'll get corrected, but the summer ones are the one is where the Chicken Club got rid of your little Connor's family thing on a tug of war. Am I right?
So I was
actually just about to get to that.
Yeah.
The tug of war. Got 7 for us. So what did you enjoy? So what did you think about that tug of war that you were involved in? You enjoyed that? Summerfest.
Can you start the question again and just ask me about the wrestling career? Because it's the only one match I've had. So if we can just ask me to describe my wrestling career, and then I'll tell you.
Tell us about your awesome wrestling career. Where that I've heard
tell us about
one match, 1 win. I've retired. Done.
So, this is the thing. Like, I agree with you guys. I get excited for the Summerfest shows. I think the Summerfest shows are good fun. They're outdoors. It's nice hot weather, and you know,
most of the time,
it's a bit more. It's a lot more interactive than I mean. Our show's already interactive enough, but obviously with the Summerfest show, like it's very interactive. You know, there's all the stalls are happening and stuff. And like you said, the Chicken Club got into this argument with the Hillbillies. It was the Hillbillies, weren't it? I think.
Hillbillies.
Yes, it was the Hillbillies. Yes, it wasn't anything to do with the winter. Yeah, Hillbillies.
No, it's Hillbillies.
And obviously the Hillbillies, you had this tug of war match with. How did you feel going into that, knowing that you're actually going to have to go out there and, you know, step up for the Galaxy as the Chicken Club?
Doing the tug of war itself was fine. The coming out of that curtain is the most terrifying thing ever. So I applaud everybody that's ever done it, right? Even though we knew we weren't even going into a ring and we're literally just going to go and obviously have a tug of war against some wrestler, we were like, I was generally actually nervous. Obviously, as you would, let Kelly go first, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Three grown men.
She's the one with the muscles.
Yeah. Honestly, we were around the back. When we were around the back waiting to get on, we were all stood in a line. It was Bushy, Martin, me, and Kelly. You've never seen 3 blokes when music came on move so quickly and went, ladies first.
Yeah,
so it was good.
Yeah, and obviously, did you have a game plan going into it, knowing that you're going up against the Hillbillies?
Of course they did. They had Bushy with them.
Yeah, we had a game plan. The game plan was to win, but mainly just to have fun and enjoy ourselves.
Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. But obviously,
but mainly to win.
Well, it's all about the winning.
I'm not being funny, but you had like Man Mountain Bushy with you.
Yeah, but the other side had Eli, my brother, my big brother.
Yeah, it was. To be fair, if you weighed it up, I reckon we were even Stevens.
Yeah, the team was not even looking at the sizes of people going down the line, because obviously you're not the biggest man ever. No offense.
Oh, where you are, yeah.
He was probably with one of the
But
so like, Wes was matched up with one of the ladies. You know, what was it? I can't remember the name from the
Kelly was like the strongest out of all of them, so she was going up against Connors.
Yeah,
with their team, and then
does that mean Martin was against Scarecrow?
Yeah,
yeah.
5 of them. Weren't there 5 altogether?
Yeah.
I think we were a person short, if I'm right. There was Daisy, Alex.
It was 4
Don't
versus
come fucking chicken.
You still won 4 versus 5. No, they had 2 females and 3 blokes on the Hillbilly side.
It was good. It was good. It was a good experience. To be fair.
Hang on, Aaron. Obviously, whilst we're talking about Summerfest, obviously the one thing as well with Summerfest is Summerfest allowed us to go to Leicester. We obviously did the Summerfest over in Leicester, and obviously if it wasn't for the previous success of the Summerfest shows and you know, having the stalls there, you know, we may never have gone to Leicester and had the opportunity to go do Summerfest over at Leicester, which obviously was amazing for us, and obviously to have that crowd now over in Leicester and Leicester that we can go see on a whenever we can get back to wrestling. Hopefully, do some more shows over there one day in the future. Aaron, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I did. Just 2 things. Obviously, going to Leicester, Lee, it'd be nice for you to see you finish your match over there.
Hey, look, I'll tell you one thing, everybody. Leicester Hospital are fucking amazing. The ladies in A&E in Leicester looked after me, even though I was fucking still in my singlet. You know, everyone's looking at me like I'm a weirdo, like just walking through, like, But yeah, they were amazing in there. So big up Leicester.
Okay, Lee, it's enough from you.
Up left.
Still high on
You've done
hooks, I see. Carrying on from the tug of war match, Cov Pro Wrestling wants to know who would Wes like to face in a tug of war challenge from the current roster?
The De Winter Dynasty. Come on.
That's a great.
No, I don't think so. Do you know what? I'd probably take on Connors in his little grebos again, just because I like to see his disappointment on his face when he loses.
So they've only got 3 members then. So
They can pick another person to go with them.
okay, can I just say who would your 3 members be, or would you go with 4 still?
I would probably go with me, Kelly, and Martin, and then Bushy can get the drinks in at the bar after we've won.
Okay.
He's good at that. He's good at that, I'll tell you.
Well,
There you go.
Cov Pro Wrestling, you've heard it there. Let's get it booked.
Get it booked.
I'd measure up to Charlie. I'd be all right.
You bet. Height wise, yeah.
Yeah. He's stronger than you.
He's stronger than you, yeah. I was going to say, stronger than you.
Excellent.
Anyway, we talked briefly about the Chicken Club,
Yeah.
a unique group, so shall we say? So, what was it about that got that Chicken Club? Was it just about Alex Connors and the KFC? Is that what started it, and how did it continue?
Yeah. That was it. I think it was just because at the time me, Martin, and Bushy weren't sort of as a group together. We were sort of spread around the ring, strangely enough, and it just sort of obviously it came to when we were at the name came about when Martin put a KFC box meal on his head as a mask.
Okay.
I remember this.
And we were at that's at the railway, weren't we? The railway thingy, wasn't it? Yeah. And he put it on. He took his top off, stood on a table, muscles out the lot, and put this box meal on his head, and it sort of came from that. That's how the name came.
Wasn't it? I remember Morgan Black. He was a big part of starting the whole KFC.
He started the KFC thing off. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the match with Alex Connors, and obviously they had, her ladyship, who Tommy eventually killed. But yes, God rest her soul. But it was Morgan Black. He got his all chanting KFC at first, didn't he? And then it was from Martin doing that, and then it got into the whole Chicken Club thing, which was big.
It was Cash. Cash came up with the name.
Oh, what's it?
Good old
There you go.
Cash, yes.
Yeah, Cash came up with the name of it. When I used to work with him, he came up with the name. He came over to me one day, like mid-shift, and went, Chicken Club. I went, pardon? Obviously, we're in the middle of loading food onto wagons and everything. You're Chicken Club. I went, what are you talking about? He went, that's your name. I've just thought of it. That was it. So it wasn't. We didn't actually come up with it. He came up with it.
Yes, Aaron.
It's the same Cash that was in season 1, right?
How many how many Cashes do we know?
I actually know too.
Not being funny, Nathan, I know quite a lot of Cashes actually.
Dear.
I watched his Superstars match.
Yeah,
Just
went home for mine.
Did you manage to catch that one, did you, Wes?
Yeah. I blinked for Aaron.
I
looked at the telly and thought, if Peppa Pig comes on again, I'm gone.
It must be disappointing seeing me against Beefy.
When says blink, some people say nap.
Nathan, what's that saying about yourself, mate?
Oh yeah, shit.
You silly wank.
Oh dear.
Forgot.
So while we're talking about the Chicken Club
forgot you
and
wrestled.
Alex Connors and that, obviously Alex Connors now is part of the coalition. I want to ask you a question. How does it feel that you introduced one of Alex Connor's coalitions to CPW? How does that feel?
Who? Oh, you?
Oh, no, for God's sake.
Well, let's introduce Charlie and know what else do about it.
No, I mean, what
I only remember Charlie.
Do you regret bringing Aaron to CPW? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
We regret
to start with, do you regret Aaron? Yeah.
I think I'm older than you, so I regret you, mate.
I don't think you are.
How old are you, Wes?
36.
Mate, I'm 40.
Oh, yeah, you had a birthday. The birthday that we forgot the other week on the podcast.
Whilst we're talking about Cash, we have to acknowledge how well Cash's daughter did in that match that Cash was involved in.
Oh, mate.
Absolutely
Such a young age.
phenomenal. Yeah,
Absolutely.
He was having that match against me, yeah, and that little girl is so fucking cute, yeah. There's me trying to be horrible, trying to be a nasty bastard, yeah, and this little girl, horrible. It's so hard to do, man. And she's absolute great girl.
Absolutely.
She's wicked. Yes. He was planning on putting her in the Superstars once she was old enough.
She'd do amazing because she performed her heart out that night.
Here's a question then, Wes. We talk about Superstars. What's stopping you from signing up and doing one season of Superstars?
Yes,
Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron.
Do you want me to answer this, Wes?
Do you want to
No,
answer
I want Wes to answer. I don't want you to answer for him.
No, because I know the answer for this because I've been told this many times.
Wes's
wife.
She
won't. Got no chance. She's all right with me getting drunk and making a fool of myself going, but in the ring.
How much do I have to pay her to let you wrestle?
Mate, they don't know our family. Won't do that.
She still calls Aaron a moron for doing it.
If you did,
I'm sure she's got a price though. I'm sure she's got a price.
If I did.
But if you did, bro, what would you call yourself? What would you be? What would your kind of character be? Where would you? What road would you go down?
Big Wes.
Do you know what? I'd probably go down the road of like a doctor of thugonomics kind of thing, I think.
Oh, really?
Later introduced into the ring. Where's the Weasel? Where's the Weasel?
Honestly, mate, yeah? My 90-year-old Welsh nan is more thug than you. Right, bro?
Anyway, we'll go.
Hang on.
Let's just go back. So
I've got a question.
I've
got a question about Superstars. Whilst you're on it, Aaron. Let's say you did do Superstars.
Okay.
Let's say you did it, and you did a 10 to 12 weeks training of Superstars.
Yeah.
Who's the Superstars? Who's the superstar you'd want to wrestle?
Tomby.
Oh, okay. Didn't even have to think about
Straight
it.
away.
Boom. That's why your wife will let you do it. You've got a death.
Only because. Yeah, she's met him. Only because there's no intergender wrestling in CPW, so I can't fight in a battle royal with the women. So if I can't have a battle royal against 30 women, I'll just fight Tomby and let him smash me up. It's all right.
Yeah, because of that, I hope CPW boss, can we book this? Let Tomby fuck him up.
Going back there, Nathan.
Anyway,
going back to what you said, as you got a death wish. I think if Wes's wife knew that he might die, she may actually sign him up. Because I mean, I know that Wes can get in her hair quite a lot, especially when he's doing a one-man disco.
Yeah. So we've been talking about the CPW Galaxy and the Chicken Club that you were involved in. So, Commentary Pro Wrestling have asked a question. Can you tell us, Wes, who are your top 5 CPW fans?
Wow. What, in order or just 5?
Oh no, just name the 5 people. Doesn't matter about the order.
Bushy, Martin, Kelly.
That's 3.
That's 3.
Abby.
4.
And my own son, I suppose he's got to be in there, isn't he?
Well, you think,
Oh.
just remember him, yeah? Just remember him.
Sorry. I've been told to have it in order. Top 5
In order.
Yeah, you said your top 5, now put them in order.
Okay.
You best have your son number
You
1.
don't put your son, your fucking scumwares. That's just.
Abby's 5.
Okay.
Who am I more scared of, Martin or Kelly?
Kelly.
Kelly.
We all
Martin
think Kelly.
fourth then.
Okay,
Martin fourth then.
Abby, Martin, Harrison, Kelly, Bush. Kelly, then Bush, not Kelly Bush, just Kelly, then Bush. I don't want no glitches on this. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I know it's lockdown and all that.
You never know, someone might
Facebook
hashtag that or something.
But no,
Kelly Bush.
I think Bushy would have to be top of anybody's list. The man doesn't miss. I think he's missed 2 shows in the last 6 years.
It's hard to not.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's hard
Yeah,
not to put Bushy at the top.
Bushy is an absolute legend in the CPW galaxy. Like, I mean, I've said it before. He's the one that got me over at all. He's one who's got a lot of people over.
Yeah.
He is a hero. I love that man. Me love the book.
So you mentioned your top 5 fans there, and obviously a few of those fans are already in the Hall of Fame. So my question is,
And I'm not, by the way, even though you got it wrong.
This is my question. I know. I just felt like
Yeah,
you
we
deserved it,
know
but
that.
obviously you're not in it. We want to know, how do you feel about obviously you not being in the Hall of Fame yet, and obviously some of these
I
fellow
call
fans
them
of
a
your
bit.
staff.
I see you got your trophies over there, Wes, but it's not a Hall of Fame one though.
You were fan of the year a few years, didn't you? But not quite Hall of Fame.
You got that wrong as well. You said 3 years, didn't you?
I said
No, I
2.
said-
How many is it?
2.
2.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I just thought you were better than you are.
Yeah, was it not last year? Was not
Last year was Lauren.
Lauren? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Are you still
my plan this year is to try and date a wrestler, and then I can win again.
I know.
Who's on-
It's free.
Who's on your dating list, male or female?
If you come as
Yeah, well-
Fifi, mate, you're top of it.
Where's me
I'm
old
going.
sausage? I'm free now. Well, how about you come here?
What?
I'm free now, me old mate.
I think that was an offer from Lee. I think it was an offer from Lee for like something to happen.
You know what?
If me and you went on a date, Lee, it'd be like bowling balls walking down the street, wouldn't it?
No. Can we start that again? You still went on a date. People think Right Said Fred are reformed.
Great man.
Nothing wrong with Right Said Fred.
Yeah, relax, don't worry.
There you go. I'll change my previous answer. That's my gimmick. I'll tag with Lee.
Are you gonna come out as Right Said Fred?
Don't pitch it. It will get picked up. Don't pitch it.
Comedy
No.
Pro Wrestling. If you're
Who would like to
listening,
see
we have a
Right
new
Said
Right
Fred?
Said Fred tribute act. They want to come out to Deeply Dipley
Boss.
in
No.
leather chapless bums out trousers.
And you know it's getting booked now.
I've got 2 pairs, Lee, already. You can borrow one of mine.
Whilst we're
Why
on the
don't that
question,
surprise me?
whilst we're on the question of Hall of Fame, who do you think, Wes, should go into this year's Hall of Fame from the CPW Galaxy?
Me. CPW, are you listening? I said me.
We heard
I
you.
heard Harrison then.
Okay, obviously
Yeah.
it's not likely to be you because it's not been you up to date. Apart from you, who else would you put in the Hall of Fame this year?
Bushy's mother-in-law.
It's hard. Bushy's in it, isn't he?
Yeah,
No,
Bushy.
Bushy's
man.
mother-in-law.
The Bush
That
family, yeah.
woman's a legend. I love that woman. Bushy's
Yeah.
mother-in-law.
You know-
Yes.
Do you know who I'd put in it? Jim.
Who?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Jim.
Oh yeah.
Jimbo.
The
Jim.
guy obviously comes and supports Kat every time she's here.
Jimbo. We love Jim. We
Yeah.
love Jimbo.
Yeah,
Good
real
stuff.
Jim.
So for me personally, I'd give it to him. Yeah.
He does travel a long distance for it. Fair play.
Yeah,
to him.
just to see Cat.
Where
When
did
I've
he
been
travel from?
When I've been sat on the commentary table, and when Cat comes out, I see people like when Mr. Richards comes out, yeah, the place goes wild, yeah. But to see one person for when one wrestler comes out go as fucking crazy and as ape shit and as happy as he is, yeah, when he sees Cat, that's such a good thing to see. And
I don't know where he travels from.
No, I don't know. Sure.
I just assumed he was from. I just assumed he was from Wales. I just assumed he was like Cat's biggest fan. I think he is.
I've just seen what Dominic De Winter's put, and I was talking about Jim, and he said that getting Cat Von Cage to induct him as well. That would be good.
That'd be awesome.
It would. Yeah, it would.
It'd have to be. It'd have to be him if it was to happen.
Jim, if you're online, tell us where you're from, man. We want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe one day in the future, you know, because you are Cat's biggest fan and you've become, by extension, one of our biggest fans. We love you, Jimbo. So maybe in the future, it'll happen.
Here you go, Wes, then. Here's Wes' question. Obviously, you said you to be inducted in the Hall of Fame, and obviously, you know, you probably will be inducted in Fame at one point. Who would you want to induct you? If you could pick. I mean, they're not saying you do get a choice. Just asking.
It'd have to be a female, wouldn't it?
What would your recommendation be?
That you're not going to get.
It'd have to be Natalie, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking
100%.
Okay.
It's just a long history, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's a long history, to be fair. I think it's got to be her.
You still there? Did you just?
Yeah, sorry.
So, Aaron, is there a few questions on the... whilst we're talking about Cat, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are around about 15 minutes away until we will be joined by Cat Von Cage to have her sing for us, as always, here on Talking Madness now on a Sunday. Aaron, what's on the YouTube before we head back to some questions from the notorious Dale?
I hope when Cat comes on, it's Careless Whispers this week, because I've been asking so many times and she hasn't done it yet.
It's gotta be.
We need Careless Whispers.
It's not. She's singing 8 Mile by Eminem.
Wow, yeah, yeah. I like to hear that one.
Where? So one of the questions being asked by Richard is one of the questions you ask all the time. Mount Rushmore.
Yes. Let's hear it.
By the way, I've been told off about Mash Rushmore. It's 4 of any...
Whatever you want.
Top 4, any gender.
Hey, whatever you want.
But who told you off? It's my question.
Don't matter.
You did.
You can't change Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore with 4 people. We've been adding people. That's not a Mount Rushmore.
We had 6 altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we couldn't afford the extra rock coverage.
We just
I'll pay for the extra 2.
Nathan, got 15 minutes, Nathan. Can you know, just
Okay. Mr. Richards, because it's all him. He's done all of this, hasn't he, for everybody?
Yes.
Right.
So he's definitely going on there. Female would be Natalie. Again. Obviously for what she it'd be a massive, I was gonna say toss up, it's a massive decision between her and Lizzie, because of obviously Lizzie being around for so long. But I think once Lizzie obviously went to other destinations, Natalie stepped up, I think. So it would be Natalie. She did. She took it. And to be fair, in all honesty to her, she took a hell of a lot more crap than anybody else has ever done. She's never had women in her face like some of ours have been vile.
Yeah.
She has took some stick, bless her. Tom Lindsay.
Yeah, definitely. That's fair. I mean, he's one
Tom
of the
Lindsay
originals.
for being just the original superstar project person that I remember. And last, I'll go for someone that I think could possibly be the next Dan Evans, Mr. Richards kind of person, which would be James Cross.
right.
Interesting.
Boo!
Wait, I think the James Cross one sort of will shock people, but James just to me is like, he is just going to be the next big thing. He's great now. So
I'll tell you one thing about James. Like, he has worked his absolute bollocks off since he started training. He has worked so hard, and he is honestly he wants to take everything in. He wants to learn as much as possible, and yeah, he works his ass off. So yeah, fair play to him, and I think he will go far. And what are you revealing there? No, Wes, no.
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness!
What is that?
What is that?
Nice, isn't it? I like black on gold. It looks good.
Oh my goodness!
Okay. All right, I thought you were just applauding his work ethic, which, you might not like him, but James Cross has got a massive work ethic and he works his ass off. But now it seems you've become one of the Winter Dynasty's bum boys.
Join the dynasty.
To be fair, I'm imagine he's out on all night.
We've had a couple of questions from De Winter as well for you, Wes. Haven't we, Aaron?
Yeah, I wonder what De Winter's been on.
Yeah,
I'm just lost here at the moment.
That's right. I'll ask the questions then. So obviously, one of the questions we have, obviously, this probably links to you coming to the shows all the time. We know that wrestlers have pre-show rituals. Do you have any pre-show rituals or things you do on show day when you come to the shows? Have a poo. Have a wash.
Not really. We usually have the video call between me and Martin and Bushy and decide on where we're meeting and drinking first before we come to the show. But
okay.
You've got to make sure you haven't got matching outfits on as well, lads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we clash a lot.
Yeah.
I think
wearing that, you motherfucker. No, you're not.
You might be surprised. But yeah, now I've got the bar. Obviously, if it's at the Haggard, it's even easier to everybody to meet up here first and afterwards.
Really?
Everyone. CPW Galaxy, everyone is welcome if we're doing shows.
Everyone's to wedges.
Where's me? Next time we got a show, the boys are there. I'm round your fucking bar first, yeah?
So Dominic's also came up with a tag team name for you guys, which would be the Pugonomics. And this is a good question. I like this question from De Winter. Based on the CPW landscape at the moment, do you, Wes, have any predictions for the future? And if so, what are those predictions?
Apart from the dynasty completely taking over?
Oh, clearly, yeah, clearly, yeah.
Apart from that, no. Dominic will just keep running as he does, and he'll take the dynasty the whole way, and they'll completely take over, and they'll have every single bout that's on offer. So anybody with a championship needs to be worried.
Okay,
and whether him and Connors have got anything going on, Connors needs to be worried about his bout as well.
Okay, so who would you say probably is the next? Who do you see being the next CPW lineal champion at CPW then? Female lineal champion? Let's go that female first then, yeah. They're the two top titles, so the two lineal championships. Obviously, the people holding right now might never be defeated. But who do you see in CPW then becoming the next number one male and female in CPW?
Male, James Cross.
Okay.
Female, and until the dynasty get a female, which I'm sure is in the pipeline. Mm-hmm. I'd say the person that you've got coming on singing very soon.
Cat Von Cage.
Cat Von Cage.
Not a bad shout.
Cat's awesome.
Can you explain for one second why? It's probably obvious to everybody watching because you always gravitate towards the bastards. But why have you gravitated towards the De Winter dynasty?
Do you remember a match not too long ago where there was Will versus Mr. Richards?
We do, yes.
Do you remember what happened between a certain club?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you remember a certain person of that club being left pretty much on his own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be me. So, in all honesty, payback's a bitch.
Oh wow.
Is that what it is?
That's where it's at. Fucking hell, mate.
Fight.
I just hope the next first show we do, live show we do, whereas you turn up with that t-shirt on.
Yeah, no
You
problem.
turn up with that t-shirt and that hat on. Do it. I dare you do it.
No, I don't know why you don't even have to dare him. You'll do it anyway. It's Wes.
I'll do it anyway.
Once he's made a decision, he goes with it.
We haven't got long to go, guys. Obviously, before Cat Von Cage comes on. Wes, I asked you a question earlier, obviously, before everyone else interrupted us, which is quite rude, Nathan.
What are you on about?
So, Wes, you introduced me to CPW, what, 2-3 years ago. What was you thinking? No, obviously, you know, as family, you've seen me before wrestling and after wrestling. You know, what's your take on it all?
What, on all of what, wrestling in general, or you becoming
just
a
on
wrestler?
me. Just on me.
On you?
As family.
He
I
wants
don't
to
know. I
know.
very rarely watch your matches. I usually go to the toilet.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
What? I weep
don't
quite
commit to
quickly,
being
and your
abused by
match is
Dominic
over usually
DeWinter's
quite quick.
bitch. I think come on here to be abused by Dominic DeWinter's bitch. You know what I mean?
Ladies and
Where's you got a
gentlemen,
bit of brown on your nose, mate?
Aaron.
It'll be the one that matches yours.
No, mine, mate. Don't do it. Sorry, Nathan. Yes.
I've just had an exclusive come through.
Yes, it is massive.
I've got an exclusive.
Let's go.
Dale, don't rush me on this, mate. It's an exclusive. You can't rush an exclusive.
Don't rush it, Dale.
Can't rush an exclusive, Dale.
Whoa!
Don't
Dale,
rush
Slow
it
it
down.
down.
Come on, then.
Take a breather, Dale. It's a big exclusive. And Wes, it's going to involve you.
Right,
Okay.
everyone at home, it's an exclusive. Clench. Hurt.
Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight episode 14 will feature a ladder match for the Next Gen Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
What?
However, the CPW office is allowing Wes to pick one member of the De Winter Dynasty to be in that ladder match.
Wait, who else is in it?
No.
Do we know?
Well, Taco the champion.
Taco, obviously, he's the champion. I don't know who else though. But
Wow.
Wes, you can pick one member of the De Winter Dynasty to be in this ladder match for the Next Gen Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. So obviously you've got James Cross, Apollo Baylor, Jimmy Vice,
Dingo.
Danny Doherty.
Yep. So there you go. That's choices.
He might as well start winning championships to make him get onto the Mount Rushmore even quickly. So give James Cross it.
James Cross, is that your decision?
Yeah. Send James Cross up.
Right.
Up the ladder.
Or just tell Taco not to come in and just give it to James. That'd be easier.
Okay.
So are you saying
you
that?
haven't thought about the other two people that are going to be in there, mate? Because the CPW roster is full of people that come fight. So, you know, let's not. I mean, James Cross is an amazing wrestler, an amazing performer, but you know, there are two other people that are going to be in that match.
Are there?
Are there? How we don't know how many people are in the match, mate? We don't know how many people are in the match.
Are you?
No, we didn't say anything.
I think he's trying to
feature a ladder match for the next generation. We didn't say how many numbers of people. It could be 4, 6. It could be.
Right. Well, boss,
It could be a
4
goal.
people. Yeah.
No,
Four
no.
people.
Lee, you can't just invite yourself into the match. Lee's standing there going, I'll fight, I'll go.
I was trying to do that, Shirley. Shut up, mate. Shut up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard it here. An exclusive Next Gen Wrestling episode 14, Moonlight episode 14 will feature a ladder match for the Next Gen Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Will obviously feature the champion at the moment, Taco, and chosen by Wes, the member representing the De Winter Dynasty. He has stated will be James Cross. The other
Yes.
competitors, we are not sure who they are yet. We may get more in the night. If not, watch out on Facebook for who might be announced for that ladder match for Next Gen Wrestling episode 14.
Yep.
So
Listen, guys. Before Kat arrives,
Yeah, Dale.
right? I wanna ask Wes. As we said, you've been a CPW, a lot of CPW shows. So, what would be your OMG moment of CPW shows that you've ever, your biggest, best moment of all time at CPW that you can remember? Biggest moment, OMG.
I bet you've seen fucking loads.
That's
I
a
bet
hard.
it's a female.
Does it matter?
It's got to be. There's two. They both consist of fire. Probably Tomby almost setting the banqueting suite alight.
Oh, yes.
Right, yes.
That's definitely up there.
It was 2x4 on fire. That shit was crazy.
There was that, and then there was I think it was Dan and Mr. Richards outside that set the car alight or caravan alight.
No, it was the bonfire. There's a bonfire.
Bonfire with the car.
Yeah. Binley, the Binley car park was the only place you could do that, and no one actually wanted to ring the fire brigade. It was like, yeah, it's all right, it's a norm.
Mate, it's Binley. Don't worry about it.
I know, it's on my street. I'm fine. But yeah, probably. In all honesty, it'd probably be Tomby almost setting the roof on fire. That was a scary moment, and it was more of a scary than oh my god. But yeah.
Yeah, so we are about to be joined by the beautiful Kat Von Cage. Will be singing for us again tonight. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, once Kat has finished singing, please make sure you get some more questions in for our guest, Wes, this evening.
I'm just changing. Hang on.
He's changing tops already.
Now.
And remember, as stated, just announced tonight.
Look at that.
On the Next Gen Wrestling Heavyweight, on episode 14 of Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight, there will be a ladder match for the Next Gen Wrestling Heavyweight Championship featuring Taco and chosen by Wes, James Cross. Also remember, ladies and gentlemen, Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight episode 12 will be available from midnight to be available to purchase, and then will be available on demand from Thursday. Also, after we finish on Talking Madness tonight, you will be getting your free match as always, which will be from this summer, Fifi versus Jimmy Vice. Aaron, what's everyone saying now this announcement's been made on YouTube?
Well, first of all, I'm just going to say that we found out Jim travels all the way from Western Supermare.
Western Supermare.
Where's
Brilliant.
that? I have no idea
Western
where that
Supermare.
It's Western.
Bristol way.
And you don't need. You're all right, Lee. You don't need a passport.
On the coast.
So everyone, I mean, everyone's going for Taco. It's Taco time. We love Taco. But then obviously we got Emma Cross saying James Cross all the way. Olivia's just popped up now saying James Cross is going to crush Taco. And then you've got Morris as well. The
Morris
Cross family member. I hate Taco. Why is that? Is it because you've been grounded again? Or is it because I'm beating you in the league?
I can see that Winters also said, yes, Wes, your assistance is appreciated.
Yeah, but it's what? Appreciated what? To lose another match?
But look, if what we're going to see is a singles ladder match between Taco and James Cross, yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, it's singles
I'm going for Taco myself because I love that man. And
we all love Taco.
See what he can do while he's jumping off the ropes. It's going to be incredible to see what he can do while he's jumping off a fucking ladder. So, it's going to be an exciting match.
And obviously,
but I like to go for Taco. I'm sorry, James Cross, but I'm going for Taco.
James has just popped up as well now. James has just come online. He says, I'm ready.
Oh, it just arrived, is he?
But the thing is, we don't know any other competitors. And yes, okay, Taco, we know is a champion. He's fast. He's agile. He's very... he is a luchador. He does amazing luchador movement in the ring. and that's going to be an advantage climbing up a ladder. However, obviously we don't see much of James Cross going across up to the top of the up to top ropes any time, but he's strong. He's powerful. And ladies and gentlemen, I've just had an announcement of who one of the third people in that match is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, also joining Taco and James Cross in that match is another luchador. He is the tequila drinking. He brings the party.
Yes.
Lucha, ladies.
Hey, Lucha. So right now we've got a triple
I'm
threat
sorry,
ladder
Taco.
match.
Taco, I love you. I'm sorry, but I'm changing to Lucha. My boy, Lucha.
Wow.
Me and him
There you go.
the other night.
You
Smashed off a bottle of tequila, and we were talking about him going for CPW Gold. That's why he wants, and I'm there for him. Yes.
Lee,
I got told off for changing my opinion on women because of their bouts. We haven't even got 10 seconds away from you wanting Taco to win, and now you've changed.
Yeah,
I was going to say you've changed quicker than Wes.
This is why you should never make a prediction on who's going to win before you know all the competitors, because then you look like a turncoat.
Do you know what though? I'm just going to put this out there. No matter who goes in, Taco, you got Lucha, and James Cross.
Yeah.
The trouble I've got is James Cross with his affiliation, obviously, with the rest of the dynasty, which is your Danny Doherty, your Jimmy Vice, and your Apollo Vela. But then also you've got Morris, who is out to hurt Taco as well.
He is.
And then you've got obviously Emma Cross, who's obviously James Cross's niece. So it's stacked in James Cross's favour at the moment. I just think there'll be a lot of interference in this match. I really do.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting match. And like I said, we don't know all the competitors yet. We may get to find out more competitors later in the night. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think to the announcements of Lucha during this match as well. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure, my honour, to introduce to you the one, the only Cat on Cage.
Hey!
Hey, Cat.
Hey!
I like the way Cat's hair is matching Wes's t-shirt.
Got the memo. How are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Wes.
How are we doing on this lovely Sunday?
Say again?
I said, how are we doing on this lovely Sunday?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing good. How about you? How about you guys?
Good.
Brilliant.
Good.
Yes, you do well, thank you.
Talking Madness dream.
And you're back once again on Talking Madness. It's a tradition.
I'm back.
Now.
I know.
We're all looking forward to hearing you sing, Kat.
So,
Oh,
Wes,
thanks.
before we hear the beautiful Cat on Cage sing, I take it you've heard Cat sing before. And what do you make of Cat's singing?
Kat's just one of them people that she's just great at everything, ain't she? She is, isn't she? She's just multi-talented, ain't she?
Thanks.
I have downloaded the songs, to be fair.
Oh,
Prove
thank
it.
you. I appreciate that.
Good on
Thank
you,
Prove
Wes.
it, Wes.
All these brownie points, it's good, isn't it?
Mate, Wes.
Yeah.
You
you
were
prove
king
it,
of
Wes?
you were a king of brownie points, Wes. To be fair,
So,
Right.
Cat,
Yeah.
as
can we ask
as
you,
Laura said last week.
what is the song that you've chosen to sing for us tonight? Or at
Okay,
the
so
moment?
I think Wes requested this, if I'm not mistaken, Wes, right? You know that can't speak. That it's a Labyrinth featuring Emily Sandé's song "Beneath You Beautiful." Was it your wedding song, Wes, or am I tripping?
No, it was my wedding song, yeah.
Yeah, there we are. Okay,
was
so
it?
yeah, it's for Wes, it's for you. So
I love
that. Oh, thank you very much.
My
Oh.
God, look at that.
Oh, no
That's
Kenneth Whippers for you, Aaron.
I would go and get the wife and get her to listen, but Aaron's on the screen and she won't want to see him.
Not only do I get insulted by Wes, I don't get my song played either.
I'm sorry though. Careless Whispers was not your wedding song either. So
It weren't
One
actually.
day, Kat, if you could possibly sing Careless Whisper for us, because that is mine and Aaron's song.
I will.
We sit in a hot tub listening to that song. It's amazing. But like the song you are going to sing, I love that song. So yeah, I can't wait.
Kat, are you ready to go?
I am ready. Yeah, I had a bit of
Okay.
technical difficulties, so I was a few minutes late, but I think I'm good now.
Let me make you the face of Talking Madness once again.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
The best face we've got, I promise you that.
And we're all going
Okay,
to be
so
quiet.
this is for you, Wes. Like one of CPW Galaxy's top fans. So I hope you enjoy it. You tell all the boys no, makes you feel good, yeah. I know you're out of my league, but that won't scare me away, oh no. You've carried on so long, you couldn't stop if you tried it. You've built your wall so high that no one could climb it. But I'm gonna try, would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Take it off now, girl, take it off now, girl. I wanna see inside. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful tonight? Oh. You let all the girls go, makes you feel good, don't it? Behind your Broadway show, I heard a boy say, please don't hurt me. You've carried on so long, you couldn't stop if you tried it. You built your wall so high that no one could climb it. But I'm gonna try, would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Take it off now, boy, take it off now, boy, 'cause I wanna see inside. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful tonight? Oh, tonight. I'm gonna climb on top your ivory tower. I'll hold your hand and then we'll jump right out. We'll be flying, but that's okay, 'cause I'll be right here. I just wanna know, would you let me see beneath your beautiful? Would you let me see beneath your perfect? Take it off now, girl, take it off now, girl, 'cause I wanna see inside. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful tonight? Oh, tonight. Yes, thanks, guys.
Oh, amazing, Kat, amazing. Thank you once again for that.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Beautiful. Wes, how was that for you? How was that for you, Wes?
That was wicked. That was awesome. That's probably better than the original.
Oh,
Yes,
I might have to get married again.
yeah, I can't sing too. I've always wanted to sing with someone's wedding. Let's do it.
I don't think she'd marry me again.
Nah, mate. Nah. Wes, you were lucky the first time round, mate.
As always, you sound incredible. You've always sound amazing. So thank you.
Yeah.
And there's also
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
lot of love on the YouTube from the fans once again, all sending their love. Amazing job once again. So everyone listening and sending your love in. I'm pretty sure Kat appreciates it.
Of course. Thank you. Yeah,
Kat,
guys.
Whilst you've got you on, Kat, obviously, first of all, I want to know, obviously, being one of the talented women on the CPW roster, and obviously, Wes being one of the top fans in CPW, do you have any questions for Wes?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for this. Putting the spot now. Yeah, I have actually.
I don't want you to be prepared.
Fair. Yeah. So Wes.
I mean, we're never prepared either. Like, Kat, so don't.
No, so no, definitely not. No.
Guys, look, Kat, there's my question list down there. Look, there's nothing on there.
Yeah, I think I want to know, like, out of like all of the matches you've seen, like from the women's division or the Lionesses, whatever you want to call us, which one? You've probably been asked this tonight, but sorry. Yeah, which one is like stands out the most for you? Like, what's like the most memorable women's match? I hate to call it that, but yeah.
Wow. There's been a lot. I pay a lot of attention to women's matches.
Really?
Really?
You never knew.
Never knew that.
Probably the one where I had to bow down to somebody because I made a bet with a wrestler that if she won, I would get on my knees and bow down to her for her to hold the title up. And it was if she beat, if she beat Natalie. So yeah, that probably stands out just because of obviously the bet that I made. I was actually, I was fully convinced that Natalie was going to win, and well, she didn't.
The other wrestler, was that the botcher? Is that the right person? Am I on the right lines?
It was it. Can I say her name? It was Victoria. It was Victoria.
Yeah, the botcher.
You can say any name you want. You know,
You can say anything you want, man, but
Yeah.
you know, we're not here to.
It was it was Victoria. It was when everybody else was with Victoria. Aaron even had a picture of her face on a t-shirt.
No, I did not. Liar. I didn't.
That one, just because it was really quite embarrassing because I was just 100% convinced that. But yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just say, Wes, I didn't have a picture of her on my t-shirt. That's your job, mate.
Hey, I don't make t-shirts. I buy merch, thanks.
Get out of it. I've never seen a t-shirts that you've worn being sold.
Wait,
you've got like t-shirts with
He's never bought any of our fucking merch. He's only bought.
I brought this one.
Actually, it's a lie. It's a lie. He's had a Fifi t-shirt.
Yeah, female,
Just saying.
Female.
Yeah.
Female.
Not female.
Mate, he saw you come out with makeup and he was fucking mad for it. Don't worry about that.
To be fair, you can get the Fifi t-shirts free if you collect 5 tokens when you buy hot dogs at the stand.
I think I've actually had a t-shirt of pretty much every female that's ever been at CPW, if I'm right.
As you should. Well done, Wes. Thank you very
much. Thank you very much. I don't think I've missed anybody out.
Probably not.
Don't know.
Don't know, mate. You're the only one who knows what you brought. You can't say what t-shirts
you don't know what t-shirts you've got. So,
Wes, you've got 15 minutes. Go and get all your t-shirts on, and then we'll have a little catwalk.
No, you know that TikTok video, those Vine videos where they used to wear like the different layer of jumpers. You take a jumper off. We did that with all the female wrestlers t-shirts.
I've done that video.
What with the t-shirts?
The TikTok one, yeah.
With the wrestling t-shirts.
No, but I'll do it if you want, and then I'll upload it.
I want to see that.
Okay, I'll do it.
Kat, whilst you're here as well, obviously,
yeah.
We all love to hear you sing. Would you like to? Can we have you sing again at the end of the show, as always?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Nathan, I thought you'd just say, "Would you like to hear Wes sing?" Then, would you like
I did as well.
Go on, Wes. Take it away.
I was watching Wes's live the other day. It was it was hard. I mean, it was funny to watch, but the singing wasn't exactly good.
My live the other day on Facebook was brilliant. Thanks.
I've got to say, Wes,
What's
my
funny-
favourite part was when you and Richard done the lift from Dirty Dancing.
Thank you.
That cracked me up.
Oh, I feel like I missed out.
So they timed it, Cat, where like Wes lifted his camera up down, so it looked like Wes was in the air, and his mate Richard lifted his camera up like so he was like lifting somebody up. So when it actually happened, it looked like he was actually lifting Wes up in the air, but they were in separate houses.
It was fucking cinematic genius.
But then also you got his missus going, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed of my husband."
Not married.
Those watching, have we got any questions for Wes? Any more questions from the CPW Galaxy? Get them in. We haven't got long left of the show, so get your questions in for our guest tonight, Wes. And then obviously we will have the beautiful Cat Von K singing for us once again. Why have you got no questions from the Galaxy, Wes? I want to know. We've asked you to name your Mount Rushmore. We've asked you to name like your oh my god moment at CPW, your favorite show, etc. Your favorite matches for the females. I want to know what in the top five. Let's say top five. Who are the top five wrestlers in CPW that you always get excited to watch perform in the ring?
Not Aaron, because I've never watched him.
Yeah, I knew. You know what? I just knew my name was getting mentioned there.
Yeah, and I want the order. So I want number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, and then number 1 of the wrestlers that you always get most excited to see perform in a CPW ring.
Okay. Natalie, obviously.
So she number 5.
It's number 5.
Yeah, Natalie at 5.
Okay.
Right.
Not just because she's here, but I always get excited when Kat comes, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Yeah,
I do, honestly.
Yeah,
She
we
just-
understand.
Pat always performs in the ring. She's a great talent.
She is, yeah.
very much so.
Thanks, guys.
Dan Evans.
Yes.
Right,
Great
yeah.
shout. Dan Evans.
Dan Evans is awesome. I'd say Lee, just because he just gets everybody. It doesn't matter when he can come on, he can come first, he can come second, he can be the last match of the night, but Lee always has this just effect on everybody, and it uproars everybody.
There's a hype man, isn't
Yeah, hype man. Yeah.
Follow the hype.
I appreciate that. Thank you, my man.
Even though I was
So-
just told I couldn't be Southern, but that's fine. You can have that.
Who's your number 1 wrestler you always get excited to see then?
Yes, number 1.
It's hard, isn't it? It's Tomby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, there you go.
Yes. Damn
I mean,
right.
Tomby is.
Do you know what? Not just because of his in-ring thing, but Tomby is just a generally, obviously you're all obviously generally nice people, but he's just generally just a nice guy.
Hold on, where'd you give me a compliment then?
I just thought you were on the Zoom, if I'm honest. So
Not you, Aaron. You're not.
Lee, Nathan, Dale, and
Shut up,
Kat. It's always been brilliant.
But no,
No,
Tommy,
but
Tommy, I agree. Yeah, watching him just in the ring is incredible. It's always exciting. The shit that guy does is amazing. And backstage, he is one of my fucking favorite people. The guy
Yes.
Me too.
he's just an absolute sweetheart. He's amazing.
he is. He's brilliant. When we went, Nathan, do you remember when we were in Milton Keynes
Yes.
for New Japan? So
Yeah.
I took Harrison to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling in Milton Keynes. Obviously, it was the first biggest show that we'd been to, and obviously Nathan and Tom were there, and they literally made it the best thing ever. Not just Tom, but even Nathan made it absolutely wicked for Harrison.
Even
He
me.
absolutely loved it.
Yeah, you and Nathan. Yeah.
I stayed
You made an
quiet.
effort.
I stayed quiet. That's what happened. I stayed
To be
quiet.
fair, I've done quite well. I got through a whole podcast without saying anything nice about Nathan, so I thought I'd leave it till that.
I'm not
All
gonna
right.
lie. Aaron, have you,
I'll wait to the last bit then.
Aaron, are you on the YouTube? Because there's an absolute blind of a question that came in from Comedy Pro Wrestling.
I have seen it. Yeah, I have seen it. And I was
Let's
just
have
waiting
it
my
then.
turn.
Yeah,
You
go
know,
on then.
Let's have it then.
Just waiting in the corner quietly, you know.
Go on,
Cod Pro
Aaron.
Wrestling wants to know, Wes, does Wes think Will Starr is the greatest CPW star of all times?
No.
Just
I was
no.
going to say, he was nowhere on, he wasn't on that list.
Again,
No.
he wasn't in top 5
I wouldn't
list.
say
That's all.
no. I wouldn't say of all time. No.
Okay, who's your okay, if he's not all time, then who's your greatest CB star of all time then?
Danny O'Neill.
That's big time.
Right. Yeah, right.
Danny. Don't get me wrong. Will is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Elaborate.
And obviously, I know through obviously all the other podcasts, everyone thinks I'm an anti-Will Star fan. I'm not. Will is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Look, everyone.
I just prefer the Will that I prefer the Will that we had on the podcast recently to the Will that we had quite a few months ago.
So why is it Danny O'Neill? Why? Yeah, everyone has
Why
their own
Danny
opinion.
O'Neill
That's
over
fair enough. You know, you can't argue with that. But why is it Danny? I mean, I love Danny. He brought me into the Fallen. Yeah, he's my boy. But why is it Danny for you?
So
Yeah, answer them.
when I first started watching, obviously CPW, Danny was the one that sort of kept me coming week in and week out. He was the one, obviously, he was the one that would message and say, "We're on again. I hope you're coming. I'm on again. I hope you're coming. I can't wait to see you at the show," so on and so forth. And he was just after every match that he did or after every show, he would come straight to me and Harrison and see how we were and everything else. And I think you don't just have to be a performer in the ring. I think you have to do that outside the ring. I'm not saying Will doesn't do that outside the ring before, obviously, all keyboard warriors start getting all freaky. But, oh God, you hate Will. No, but I think you have to have that interaction outside of the ring as you do inside sometimes. I think it does. I think it generally helps. And I think Danny always had that. And to be fair, he still does now. Obviously, he's not within CPW anymore, and still he's on here, or he's on the Galaxy page, or obviously while we were at Cov Games, he'd be at the Cov Games, I'd see him there. But he interacts with everybody still, and he's not even in CPW anymore. And I think that just makes him one of those kind of, he's always going to be around, if that makes sense.
See, I get what you're saying, and Wes, I would message you when I'm wrestling, but I don't like you, as we've found out of all these podcasts.
I wouldn't be at your match anyway.
So
No, yeah, well, yeah, we know that.
You know,
That's hard, man. That's hard.
Sorry.
What's
but
hard?
he is on demand. So if anybody wants to watch Aaron, he's on demand.
Who's harsh, Lee? Who's harsh? Me or Wes?
You, bro.
Me? I have to put up with this. Listen, I have to put up with this face at weddings, christenings, birthdays, and funerals. Do you think I want to go into my love of wrestling and see his face smiling at me? No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Everybody out?
Yes,
Everybody
you do.
I'd love to see my
He's
face.
the best fan. He's one of the best fans we have. So why would you not want to see him at ringside for matches?
Yeah.
Because I see him many times, Nathan.
Honestly, bro.
Anyway, we're not here to have a family bicker, Aaron.
Well, what's got to do with you, Nathan? Keep
Aaron.
out family business.
Aaron.
If I know Wes, Martin, or Bushy is in the crowd, yeah, I know that no matter what, no matter if I'm heel or face, good guy or bad guy, yeah, I know no matter what, if Martin, Wes, or Bushy are in the crowd, I know it's gonna work because you can work them. They are the best fans we've got. You know what I mean? Don't hate on him. Hold on a minute. This whole show, he's hated on me. I fire back once. I get muted by Fred West. I get muted by Fred West.
I haven't hated on you
I've got
at all. I
Hornswoggle
just said that
hating
I
on me
haven't
as
seen you
well.
wrestle and your family.
I've got Hornswoggle hating on me as well as Fred West. All I need now is the honky tonk man to come into it, and I'll tell you what, I've got all of them, ain't I?
Fuck.
Tell ya.
Aaron, I apologise.
You look good, Cat.
Aaron, I've apologised if you got upset, but I'll send you a pack of toilet roll in the post. Don't worry.
Listen here, me little Scotch egg. Just because your tests come back
What, Des?
from Africa, from South Africa,
wait,
and it's a
pipe down,
positive.
Leave that alone.
Pipe down,
Leave-
Aaron. Anyway, we've only got a few minutes left, and in these few minutes, we do have to hear the beautiful Cat Von Cage sing. But before we do hear Cat sing, we've had a question from Commentary Pro Wrestling, which it goes in perfectly to this. Wes, do you think Cat Von Cage will secure gold? Well, do you think, Wes, Cat Von Cage will secure gold in 2021 in CPW?
Yes.
Yes.
She might actually hold. I reckon she could probably hold both titles at the same time.
Ooh.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Now, how do you feel about that, Cat?
And if she does, I'll make a thing now. If she does, and she holds both titles at the same time, I will carry both bouts to the ring when the fans are allowed back in the arena.
It was going good till that bit, Cat.
No, stop trying to put yourself into the picture, Wes.
I know.
You ask the question, mate. Come on.
How good, Cat, did that feel to the thought you having two bouts till then to find out that Wes is carrying them?
I'm only carrying them as a slave.
Yes. Well, I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't need it. I feel like, you get that gold, right? You don't want someone else carrying it, do you? I want to bring two.
I'll change my answer. No, she ain't going to win nothing.
So basically, what Wes is saying, your only chance of winning the bouts is if you let him carry the bouts.
No.
But then I have to share the spotlight. Like, that's not what KVK does, is it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, but yes, I do think I think she will have gold, Jess. There you go.
Okay, thank you, Wes.
Right.
Talking about Spotlight, the Spotlight Cat Von Cage will now be yours. What's the song you're going to finish the show with tonight?
Oh, God. Well, you put me on the spot again, see, so I didn't prepare for two. But this song, I love singing, so I'm going to sing. Why put on that face?
Everyone's waiting for Kelly.
I don't like to give you a notice. I like to see.
No, I know.
I like to see you under pressure.
I've noticed.
Well,
Yeah,
Kat,
I've noticed.
you should know that every week, if we ask you to sing, don't just prepare one, prepare like three, because we can't talk shit for that many hours. So we'll need
just prepare a set list. Yeah, just a set list. Like, no, but I'm gonna sing "Make You Feel My Love" by Adele.
Okay.
My version of it, obviously.
Excellent. Okay, when you're ready, take it away.
Okay. Oh damn! Which one is it? This one, I think. Okay, I think I'm good. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue, I'd go crawling down the avenue. There is nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I can make you happy, make your dreams come true. There is nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Yes, thanks guys. Pleasure as always.
Amazing.
Hey, fantastic.
As always, that was absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Right, now do a third song.
Right. I'll do Careless Whisper next week. I will if you want me.
Don't say that and don't actually do it.
No, I will. Obviously, I can't. Like, accountability, yeah. Like, I'll have to do it now because I've said it on a live. So,
Lee, did your juices just flow when you heard the word "I'm doing Careless Whisper"? I was just like, what?
Flow, mate.
Did your juices flow? Jesus Christ!
You don't understand, Kat.
I didn't flow on pop. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. I'm excited now for next week.
And me.
Yes, definitely.
You got to understand. This is our song. And a certain Emma Cross will know this because we embarrassed the hell out of her one night singing it in the car.
We took her in the car and we were singing it. Yeah.
She got out and she ran into the house and she went, "Mum, have a word with them too."
She was
just bouting Careless Whisper out.
Scared the hell out of her.
Kat, I got to say, that was, I mean, the songs you do, Kat, I only know a few of them because I'm not into music of anything past 96. But that one, I love that song. My niece sang that song at her dad's wedding, and so it just really, yeah, it was beautiful. Really, well done, Kat. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Good,
yeah,
great stuff.
Love it.
Thank you.
It's got me a bit choked up, but I'm okay.
Oh. I know it was a good song, though, wasn't it?
It's a beautiful song. My niece was, I mean, she was only about 13 when she sang it, and we didn't know she was going to sing it. So we were in Ireland where my brother got married. He got married in this big, it's called the Muslim Temple. I probably got that wrong, but it's by the giant causeways, and we're all just sat there. And then she just got up, walked to the front, and this woman just come out and she just started singing that. We were all like, oh, you know, literally. I mean, Wes, did you see the video of that?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, it was beautiful, weren't it? I mean,
it is awesome, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. So
a lot of confidence.
God, yeah.
A lot of confidence. Big time.
Yeah. So well done, Kat. Well done.
Yes, well done.
Okay, carry on.
Nathan, over to you.
Nathan, you there?
Nathan, you with us?
Oh, I'm muting my microphone.
Oh,
I've been talking into a muted microphone all this time.
Nath, mute it again, mate. We were having fun then.
I was
mute it again.
I was complimenting Kat. I was doing all sorts, and then just wasn't.
And no one heard fuck all, Nate.
No one said a word of it.
It was the best 10 seconds of our lives.
That's a record.
And I've had many 10 seconds of my good times.
No.
Anyway, right, Aaron, stop
A
bringing
joyful moment on talking madness.
Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. Aaron, before we leave tonight and end the show, what's on the YouTube at the end here?
Do you know what? Everyone's just obviously loving on Kat as usual. I think Emma Cross has just realised the fact that you're going to do Careless Whisper, and it's brought back bad memories for her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said, Aaron. I said also, I was in the car when you were doing Careless Whispers, so you'll need to forget I was in the car.
Oh, yeah, you was, weren't you? We got you off first, didn't we? That's right.
Because you were quiet, Nate. But
I
Emma,
was singing Careless Whispers.
Shut up. But I say you were quiet. You
I was
enjoyed.
singing it as well.
Exactly. It's a beautiful song.
It is.
It's the world's sexiest song.
Yeah.
It is sexy, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
It
really
is.
good.
Sexy
It's
song.
the saxophone as well. It's that saxophone. And you just think,
I love
wow.
sax.
Yeah.
If Kat brings out a saxophone next week, we'll all be happy.
Oh,
Stop playing it and singing it. Oh yeah, right.
I haven't got the lung capacity to blow a sax. I couldn't. I know.
I need to leave that alone.
Real though.
Leave that alone.
I
Carry
think
on,
to answer-
Nate.
I see
Carry
myself.
on, Nate. It's not
So
going
is
to be
it
quiet.
just what's on the YouTube, Aaron? It's just a lot of love to Kat, is
a
it?
lot of love, but we need to. I mean, Ride Dog, you've been in all night and you've asked this question. We've answered it once and we'll answer it twice. We'll answer it again. I'll answer it for you. The reason Wes will not be doing Superstars project is behind him, inside, is his wife, who will kick his head in if he does Superstars.
Right
No
on.
one wants to see me wrestle ever.
I do.
Yes,
we do.
I do, Wes.
Yes, we do.
Wes,
Right
I want
on.
to see you get
Wes It's a
annihilated.
bomber club. Wes won't wrestle because he's a bomber club and he won't let himself be seen in lycra.
Why are you using Bumper Club?
I know. I use that.
Bumper Club.
Yeah, Wes, I'd love to see you in Superstars because of all the tip you gave me
Wes,
tonight,
do it.
I want to see you get battered.
Yeah, and I think
Aaron will be at that. We'll be there
Tom
to
would be
watch
more
it.
than happy to batter you.
Yeah, and I will be at that show to watch it. Different row with my
Front
rest
row.
in peace song.
So the
Guys,
answer
I'm
is
sorry. Nate, everyone at home, yeah? CPW Galaxy. We've been talking about Dale's laptops. We've been talking about Dale's sideburns. We want him to keep them. But CPW Galaxy at home, Wes, doing Superstars project. What are we saying? Yes.
Yes.
Lee,
peer pressure.
Lee,
Peer
Lee,
pressure.
have you met my cousin Emma?
Not,
No, mate.
not properly, mate, no.
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 Listen, right.
You'd be running.
I'm going to say this, right? There's certain things in life you stay away from, and that's that side of the family. Mate, you open your mouth, they will rob the last polo out of it. Yeah? Mate, you are starting something that your ass can't finish, mate. You are literally winding up something really bad here, mate. This family, mate, this family make, I don't know,
All
7
right.
foot people
Right,
look about
I'm sorry,
2 foot, mate. They're hard. They're hard.
What if I try and convince Harrison to do it?
You know your missus won't let you do that either.
Harrison's got a legitimate reason not to do it, so that's fair enough. You know, Harrison's got his heart thing, you know, so he's got legitimate reasons not to do it. But you, my man, yeah.
I'm old.
It's
That's my
only because
legitimate reason.
Wes,
You're younger than Aaron.
you're younger than me.
Younger than Aaron. He did it.
I was 38 when I went into that ring, mate. Don't even go there.
You're now 40. You're now 40. And I still
Right,
have
here
Yes,
we
I was,
go.
Kat.
Yeah, he was, Cat. He was old man.
Cheers, Nathan.
You're welcome, mate. Well, you know what? Right now, we're not really going to find out the answer. You never know. We might one day see Wes in the ring. We might
Never say never, Wes.
we might not, never. You know, who knows what the future holds?
Thanks.
Who knows what the future holds, eh? What the future does hold, though, is CPW will hopefully be back soon, where we will get to see Wes at ringside as the fan he is, and
Yes!
Yes.
Cage inside the CPW ring in front of a live crowd once again. That we can.
Yes!
Yes, we will see that. We will see it. It's going to happen.
Yes.
I can't wait for that, boys. I can't fucking wait for that.
You're kind of becoming one of our own, aren't you, Kat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I am. There's no
He's already one
becoming
of
about
our
it.
own.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am.
He's already one of
One of our own.
She's one
Cat
of
is
our
happy.
own. She's one
Cat
of
is
our
happy.
own.
I've been
Cat
adopted
Von
into the CPW family. I have.
You
Oh, yeah.
are definitely part of the family, Cat.
Definitely part
There's
of the
no question.
Without
For
a shadow of a
sure.
doubt.
And on the back of family, there's no better way to finish this off than the family all saying goodbye together. But ladies and
One
gentlemen,
second, Nate.
go on then.
Nate, sorry. Before we do go, I have been giving Wes a lot of jip, and Wes has been giving me a lot of jip because that's what family do. But before we do go off air, I would like to say to Wes that, you know, I appreciate everything I mean, we have given each other, but you do give me advice on wrestling, etc., and for helping me get into CPW and pushing me into it. So Wes, as much as this is like bile to my mouth.
Getting emotional.
But you know what I mean? Thank you, Wes, your family, and I do love you, really.
We love
I
you,
love
Wes.
We don't love each other, we do. Get
Loud
on,
it, Wes.
wow.
Wes is going to record this and keep it on record.
Emma, is that what I meant to say?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Talking Madness. And just like Coming to Pro Wrestling has just said, Kat is a lioness. She is one of our own. Kat, we appreciate you joining us again this week and sharing
Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you, Kat.
And I guess we'll be seeing you again next week, same time.
Yeah, for sure.
Never gonna dance again.
Yes!
I've got no
Wes.
rhythm.
Wes, we'd like to say a big thank you for everything you've done at CPW as one of the top fans in CPW. Hopefully you'll get your Hall of Fame position soon, or sooner than later, for being one of the top fans. How have you joined this evening? Have you enjoyed tonight?
Yeah, it's been wicked. We'll definitely do it again.
Excellent. It's a pleasure to have you on, Wes. Thank you for joining us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, do remember Next Gen Wrestling Moonlight episode 12 will be available at midnight to rent and will be available from Thursday on demand. And remember the big announcement we had tonight, Wrestling Moonlight episode 14 will feature a ladder match for the CPW Heavyweight Championship. And we already know that the competitors of Taco and Lucha will be in that match. And also James Cross, chosen by our guest this evening, Wes Handley. And remember, after this show, after we go off air, you will have a free match from the summer this year of Fifi versus Jimmy Vice.
Great match.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Great match, guys. Watch that.
ladies and gentlemen, this has
Very
been
good match. Very good match.
another episode of Talking Madness, joined once again by the beautiful Kat Von Cage.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Kat.
My
Thank you.
co-host Dale.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Aaron.
Thank you, CPW Galaxy.
And Lee Simmons.
Love
Yes,
you,
thank
my
you.
boys.
And I've been Nathan Lewis, and our special guest tonight has been the one and only Wes Handley. Ladies and gentlemen, we say good night. We say goodbye. Remember to stay on to watch the free match. Thank you and see you next week.